Apologize. I hope you guys are cool with that. I had some Wi-Fi issues over here and where I live at. Wasn't my fault. I tried to use a hotspot. That shit didn't work. So if you guys understand, but if you got the notification, you guys will know that I'm live right now. And I know a lot of people stepped away, but come back, man. Come back to this Coach Gravy show. Um, Morning with Coach Gravy show. Kind of upset a little bit, started an hour late, so that means I can't talk this for a long time, but I'll try to. Got another wrestling match. The school that I work at is wants me to go. A lot of them are football players, and so I'm gonna go check them out and see if they win the district. But that's not until later. I gotta go back to work in a little bit. But whoever was here earlier, thank you for riding with me. Tell everybody we hit the notification. This show is powered by Raider Nation Live with my two partners, Raider Gabe, 420, and What Up Low. Uh, that's the Raider Nation Live. Each of us have our own individual channels, and that how low it is. That's right up there where you guys see, and we're gonna we're gonna have a show Sunday. I think about 6, 7 o'clock. Times may vary, but join that. Check it out. Might have a controversial, all the time knowledgeable Raider fan guest. I hope. I haven't reached out to him yet, but he's down. So have you guys wait till Sunday for that for the reactions on what they feel about what he feels about probably been seeing it around, but I'm not gonna say no names. You guys know who rolls with us and who kicks back with us and stuff like that. But uh, thank you for being here right now. Now let's get to it. Let's get uh, the overall reactions. I know it's kind of slow. People are pissed off. I'm seeing a lot of reactions of people that are saying they're disappointed that we're not aggressive enough. But then on the other hand, we're seeing a lot of people that are happy that we're doing a good job and what have you with the stuff. But you pretty much know where I'm headed. If you heard me on other shows, we had a Gabe and I were on a show yesterday, and we're gonna elaborate on that. Um, it's a if even me, you guys might be surprised what I say, but some of you probably won't be if you know me. But I'm gonna get to the chat. Some of these people were probably here earlier. I apologize again for being by hour late. Usually I'm very punctual, and I get upset when I'm not. But I was out of my hands. We're getting some crazy weather over here in Fresno, and they alerted me and told me that our Wi-Fi in my house wasn't that good, and it messed up my phone, messed up everything, messed up my TV. I couldn't even watch TV because I stream everything just about. So it's my computer wouldn't even turn. It was messed up, but they said it'll be cleared up around noon, but it's an hour earlier. So I got the signal, and then they put an alert out that we're good to go. I don't know the weather or something fell down. It's been windy and it's real wet around here, so the big trees fall everywhere. So maybe that happened. I don't know, but it's cleared up, and you guys got me, and I'm glad you're here. So, first, right off the bat, my opinion's in the house. My opinion came through first. Rock, what's up, man? How you doing? Jeffrey, how you doing? I'll try to get to your questions. Mike Guerrero, what's up, man? I hope you're still here with me. Raider Gabe is in effect. I don't know if he's at home or is he working. But I'll get back to his question. I'll highlight it. We'll see what Gabe says. I Panda, what's up, man? How you doing? And you guys, there's my notion right there. I Panda got some good questions. I'm gonna highlight what you said, bro, and then see what we got. You got gripper questions right here. You were interacting with everybody. Who we have here? The Rock Raider Ryan, what's up? Raider Ryan, what's up? Jeffrey, Indigenous Message. Let's go, Coach G. Yeah, I'm here, bro. Raiders for Chris, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for being here with me. Always good to see you. Aaron Davidson, what's up, man? You cool today, bro? You in a bad mood? Let's go. Tubby, thank you very much, man. Rainy in the valley, bro. It's deep wet over here. Edgar Sosa, what's up, man? How you doing? John Leon, always in effect. Trap guy, what's up? My opinion, I said already. Uh, hey, man, I'm happy with I didn't want to let you guys down. I didn't want to let you guys down, and I had to show up, man. I waited and waited. I was gonna start bitching because I like this, man. It's fun. Willie Wayne, what's up, man? How you doing? Robert Pena, Leaky T, what's up, bro? Robert Pena for the last. So how we feel, man? Well, I'm just hearing these overall grades and what's going on and stuff. So, but what I really want to talk about is what we had to answer some of these questions real quick, and then I can rant what I want to do. As much as I like Gino, if those are the numbers, I'd rather have Donald, 10 million less, and an extra third round pick. So I'm not in the know, Gabe, but I suspect Gino got over Donald's contract. I think he was making more than Donald anyways. Um, I don't know how many years it is. Someone please tell me in the chat so I can know. I wasn't hip to what's going on with the thing because I was out to know because I'm getting a bunch of shit on my phone like up like dinging. Had to turn my notifications off because I was at work. I was at work and I couldn't see what was going on. So I'm thinking that Gino got signed for more than Donald did. He's a better quarterback though, Gabe. He's a better quarterback and he did more. They had a down season. He had a down season compared to what Donald did. Donald won 15 games. I'm impressed with that. But we say it's 1 year. He deserves that 1 year. He got paid that much for that 1 year, and he's been a consistent. Donald's overpaid to me for just 1 year of work. Won 15 games. I'll give him that. But in Seattle, losing all them people, he's probably gonna get dropped down back to size. But he getting paid. But Gino, I think, did more. That's my opinion, bro. We gotta argue about it on Sunday. Let's go. I mean, 40 to 45 mil sounds about right for Gino. He's a top 15 quarterback, proved it in 2 years. Even last year, with how we had in Seattle, was productive 4K. Yes, sir. I agree with you, Panda. 4,000 yard passer. Got a lot of picks, but I'd rather have a guy that can move and get. But I bet you look at the positives of it. He got first downs. He got picked up first downs. That's not a stat. He'll be on his rushing yards, but going forward and picking up, avoiding pressure, moving around a little bit, and he was still sacked almost the most. He was still sacked the most, or the most, or almost the most, and he can move compared to how Donald. That was a final one right there. Quarterback played good, bad. Obviously, haven't won a chip. Gino has just 2 years of more production than Donald. I Panda again. That's why Gino's going to get paid, and I'd rather front load his contract and cap hits later and little. I'm not really worried about the money. I'm starting to think, and this is something that I'm a do. I'm starting to think that since we didn't pick up, we're not picking up who we who we feel we should as in certain positions. And so what I'm thinking is that we're just gonna fill in free agency. That's what you're supposed to do, and you build your team through the draft. But I was in the notion that Pete Carroll, he gets a really, really depending on his impact on first and second round, third round guys need to be starters, and then they're probably doing their work, their due diligence, and with the guys that are probably like that because Pete knows talent, and I'm sure the guys around him knows talent. But sometimes the player doesn't go with what you pick. So I don't have any idea the situation what we're gonna do as far as the uh, draft is concerned. But I'll tell you this: I know we need a linebacker and all this trading up stuff. I think we need to get the best player that we think is the best. And I don't want to hear no reach. I don't want to hear none of it. Plugs in. If we get the best linebacker in the draft at 6, go get him. Just get him. We need that guy. Don't wait around and just, oh, we could pay him cheaper and get more of this and that. That sounds like a desperate team, and it sounds like you're on a rebuild mode. And to me, I don't. I'm not. I'm not under the impression of the Raiders being what Pete said. I ain't here for years, and Tom Brady is, so he's an owner, so it's probably his show. But you have to respect what Pete says. It says, "Hey, man, I don't want to be here for fucking 6 years and hoping that these rookies do impact rookies off the get go, impact free agents from the get go." Now I'm gonna explain to the free agents that we got because I've been hearing some shows and I disagree with a lot of people, but they're respectful. And I say sometimes I get in the chat and say, I'm not disrespectful. Hit Stick Stepper, what's up, man? How you doing? Cool Cab, my boy, always in the morning with me. Sorry I was a little late. Don't cap on me on future lives, please. And Mike too. I hope Mike's back. Here you go, Gabe again. We have about 29 players in a contract, and we're supposed to be excited about this mediocrity. I'm with you, Dave. I'm with you, Gabe. 100%. 100%. What I've been saying. And I'm gonna explain something to you why we're getting these A grades, these B grades, and this is just my opinion. And everybody that gets on shows with me know that I'm gonna express that, and then we can't sit here and be excited about what we got. The only excitement I see is Gino, basically. Um, People are saying we're doing lateral moves, and I've said this before. We're doing lateral moves, and you know, and I'm gonna get to individual people that not names or anything, but what I hear, and then some of these people got great shows. I listen to them all the time. I listen to everybody, and I support everybody, and I want people to blossom and stuff. With my CDO channel, you guys watch me, I appreciate it. But I'm gonna tell you this right now: if you really, if we're really passionate about the Raiders winning and the Raiders going forward, we made some weird decisions. Being cheap and being happy about it only if it works out. And we don't know. We still got to give it a chance. But if you go cheat players and the players that you lost and think that these guys are replacing them, I've said there's a reason why Morey got overpaid, and there's a reason why we bring a guy in with 80% less of his salary. What did he do so good? What did he do so good? And to me, the Jeremy Chin that we got from Washington did not lateral move to Morey. Our problem was stopping the run, and it solely wasn't right there where Morrig was at. Hey, Morrig wanted more money, so he went that way. Fine. And I know we weren't going to pay the guy, and the guy wasn't going to, budge. He wasn't going to turn down that money. I understand that. I respect that. But if you don't at least get somebody worth 25, that's a good. Javon Holly was out there, and we do a stable safety that's all pro. We could get a guy like that. We could get a guy like that. And I don't know why we didn't pursue that. And then I'm not just in this for this big name shit, for this big name and all that stuff. He's a quality safety that is not going to have any problems with that defense. He's a physical guy. He stops a run and he covers people. He could cover the middle of the field. That's our problem. Now, that's just with Jeremy Chin. We're picking up this guy because we see his highlight films and he's sticking people. He's blowing people up. And then, let's go back to the '70s football. And when we had all these guys, that's our problem. That's our problem, people. To me, okay. Our problem is we're into we're into hitting harder, But in today's game, you need to cover somebody. Today's game. Because you got the there's other players that are like Brock Bowers, and there's running backs that are like, Saquon Barkley, that go outside, and linebackers and safeties need to cover these people. But if they're 15 yards down the field because you can't cover nobody, and then you make a hard tackle, I'm gonna get pissed at you because the dude gained 15 yards. I don't care how hard you hit him. So it looks good. It looks good, on the highlight films. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that a great coach told me when I was about 20 something years old. Okay, that was about 30 years ago, around there. And when I started coaching, I went to the high school that I graduated from, and that coach, his name was Tim Simon. He's from he's a coach he's an athletic director now, but he was my dad's football coach at the high school that I went to. He coached my dad, and then ended up coaching me through my high school. But when after I graduated from high school, I always wanted to be a coach. I always wanted to be a coach because my college got unsuccessful because I tore my knee up, and that the college was done. So enough about me. But he told me then what I had to do was, like, when you get into the profession of coaching, what you do is you do something like a GA, what they call a GA in college. I did it when we was in a junior college, at JUCO. But you learn, it's called like a GA, like a graduate assistant, and you learn things. You go do a lot of shit. It's like being a prospect or something like that. You do a lot of shit, but what you do, you watch film, you edit film, like offensively and plays and what they do defense, all these type of situations. As you grow in coaching, the position that your primary position, or offensive, defense, or special teams, you blossom at that. And what I do, what I was taught to do is, okay, you can have a certain player and watch highlights, okay, but Tim Science taught me that, okay, if you have a problem with what he does because he can't cover and he's known. Gabe pointed it out. I watched it. I seen it now because I did some study last night about all these guys. And what I do now is that with Chin alone, he's a safety. He's a big safety. He's a big hitter. And and what I seen was that he this is what the coach would tell me. Okay, you do that, but I retained it to the pros. Now when I look at people that we think is all this and that. So what I didn't go out and try to find things wrong with Chin. I just I just inherited what people were saying about him, that he's a liability in coverage, but he's a thumper, he's a hard hitter. And if he's a strong safety, yeah, but he's been labeled as a free safety. That's what Palomao is. Palomao's not a thumper. He's a big kid, but he's not over there killing people like this guy does. He's like a Abrams, but in control. He's a hard hitter. He's a good run stuffer. He gets there. But let me tell you what he does. I looked at tapes of his division. I looked at CD Lamb, or when he played AJ Brown, or Smith, the other guys. And all the time I looked at the highlights for these wide receivers, and they played Washington. Number 11 was behind the receiver, or way out of position to get that receiver. And he was always, he was, just do that for me and look at CD Lamb, AJ Brown. People are in his division. Wide receivers that look at their highlight tapes, and if they're against Washington, I can guarantee you that number 11 is in there a couple of times at each wide receiver. So that proves to me that this guy is not, he's a liability in coverage, which the guy we lost was good at that. Morrig was good at everything. And I understand he got paid, he left, fine. But are we saying that's a lateral movement? We lost something that's important as far as a safety. And it matters what he plays. If he plays box safety, if he plays what Hobbs did, then great. That's fine. He has a certain area that's not that far back. But if he's in the back, playing strong or free safety, if he's back there by himself on an island or something, or they play Tampa, or he doesn't have any help, or he needs to back up the corner, and those type of situations, we're gonna see AFC West teams highlight films with our guy Chin all the time because that's what I seen. And if you have conflict with that, let me know. Let me know if that's not a good way to dissect how how you would look at a safety or a corner and see how he covers. Because I was saying, hey man, the people are saying he cannot cover, and he can, he can, but if you look and see the big plays that this guy stops, or CD Lamb's, AJ Brown, and all the guys in his division, there's a grip, of highlight films from these receivers that you can look at with number 11 and when they played Washington. He's always there, but and I'm not saying he's going to do that here. But a lot of people go by film. The film on this guy, he lays the wood. Okay, it's a highlight film, but look at the highlights on the receivers that he covers, and he's in there all the time. Number 11's getting burnt all the time. So that's what I look at. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think, if that's a good way. That's what coaches do. Steve, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Michael Guerrero, what's up, bro? How you doing? Good to see you. He's saying salute to Tubby, Raider Gabe. Gino had played 5 more years than Donald, and there's only 7 touchdowns less, and they both started with the Jet. So what's the debate there, Gino or Pay? Okay, I'm not bueno. Sign a rookie cheap that won't know if he can't perform versus a veteran who made it to the playoffs and lead his team to a winning record with no O line. That's what's it called, debate? Geno Smith debate, I guess. When I take Christian McCaffrey with Chip Kelly, it might be the same for him, but he gets paid a lot, Mike. If that wants to be an excuse, he gets paid a lot of money, and I don't think he'll come off it. But he's a great running back. Yes, I would take Christian McCaffrey if we had the money to pay him. But he runs a he's a great back. He'll run everything. He just can't stay healthy, man. He has lower limb injuries that hurt him all the time, and he's had a Achilles, I think. Once you get an Achilles, your calves are gone. So the next thing coming is a calf, or vice versa. If we have calf injuries, your Achilles is gonna go one way or another. That's the way it works. Because you don't know when your Achilles is gonna pop. There's no way of knowing that, but unless you do, you know, a scan and they find it, you got a stress on it, or but you once it's gonna go, boom, it goes. And then after that, you don't work out, you can't do nothing with your legs. So the next thing when you're working is you get calf injuries, and you get a lot of them because you overdo it because you don't want to pull your thing again, and it's very painful. Achilles is very painful. It's meant to be that way. There we go, my boy again. Well, shit, no matter what, we need a vet develop young QB, whether it's a draft or next year. So I'm cool with Geno signing. I'm good with it too. I'm good with it too. Jason Downs, what's up, man? How you doing? My opinion, what's up? Hi, Panda. What's up, Jeff, man? How you doing, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Leo, got the whole crew in the house. Thank you for being here. Sorry I was late, man. I know you guys were looking for me. I hope you were, but hey. Yo, what's good, Anthony Estrada? Indigenous message. Pick up Chin. Pick on Chin. We could do that. Pick on Chin. He a dog, can cover, has capital in a couple of INTs, have patience. You know better than PG or JS or PC. You guys gotta find the logic on a professional decisions, not think you're smarter. I'm not thinking I'm smarter. I'm just looking at what people are throwing at me, bro. That's what I'm doing. I'm hearing that we're picking up this dude, right? That he's this and that. And I look at Tate that you probably didn't even think about doing. And I'm not saying that he's going to do this, but we need to slow down a little bit with hey, we got somebody that's just like Morey, or we got somebody like just like Hobbs. We didn't. We got somebody that's just like Spillane. Spillane was the leader, the caller of that defense. Did the guy we get, was he the main linebacker at Pittsburgh? Was he the dominant linebacker? Was he the green dot? Did we snatch them for? Were they? We always have these notions that all Pittsburgh Steelers fans are mad. No, they're not. They're not pissed off because that guy came to us. How much he's getting paid? They're pissed off about they probably care about their little backups or something like that, because that's what I think we got. Got quality backups finally for our team defensively. But just try that out. Look at that. Look at CD Lamb's highlight tape this year, 25 best guys, and then Chin's all over it. There's several of them. There's several highlights for CD Lamb. Look at AJ Brown, Smith from the Eagles. Even a new guy from the Giants, Shepard and all them dudes over there, neighbors, and the dudes over there, the Giants or something like that. 11's all over the place on their highlight tapes. There's a reason for that. They were saying this guy could cover. He might lay the wood. I appreciate that. You stop the run. We have problems with that. So that's a necessity. But we lost as far as coverage is concerned. Because people say, and his thing is his coverage is limited, and it can be limited if you're in the right situation. If you're in the right situation, then you can be limited as far as you get help, or is your responsibility what have, or are you gotta support the middle of the field? What are you gonna do? Where are we gonna put this dude? He can play everywhere. Everybody says, but you can't do that, bro. You can't unless you're solid, unless you're known for that. And tell me, unless he was a Raider, when was this Chin known for that? Washington didn't want to pay him what we did, and they're a team that's high up there. They're gonna be balling. They're gonna be balling next year. So you guys tell me if I'm crazy or young DB94. They would cook more. Those are elite weapons. Yeah, just imagine what Maury could cover better. So I'm sure he wouldn't be all over the place in those tapes. But just do that for me. Look, and see how many times you see Chin in there trying to cover these dudes, and he's 5 yards back. Dudes are whooping him, and he's a safety. No one should get behind you. That's the ultimate thing in football. Don't let nobody get behind you. And then he's chasing after dudes. So what's up with that? I wasn't there searching to. I'm just taught that as a coach. You're taught to do that. You got to find the things that this guy doesn't do good, so I could. If I want to give the information to you, then you could use that, and that's just free game, guys. That's free game to say, hey, let's slow down because we're falling in love with this guy Chin, and he ain't even played it down yet. But I'm not downgrading him for it. Dude's a damn good football player. He's in the pros. The pick. You got picked. So if all in all, but we over expectate these guys, and we say, oh, he replacing this person, and it's not, man. It's not even lateral to me. It's a bit below. It's a bit below. So that's why my grade is a C minus grade on this free agency. The only thing that picks it up from a D is Gino. And then he's not even a free agent. He was traded. And then I'm not even grading on a curve saying, oh, we're gonna do something else. And that's with most art that we got. And ain't nobody gonna tell me that Mostert is not better than any running back that we have. I don't give a shit if he got 200 yards last year. I don't give a shit, but this dude has been known to get. He got 20-something touchdowns in 1 year. Nobody is in love with these players. You guys, we're just happy to have them, and I hope for the best. Me too. I feel that same way. But I'm gonna tell you, we are putting these guys on pedestals already because we think that they're better than the guys that we lost, and they're not. They're not. Prove to me that they are. We'll see how good football knowledge you guys got. But anyways, got a special guest with me today, and you're probably not surprised. The one and only Renegade. What's up, boy? How you
Right,
doing?
man. Let's see. What's the question already on the thing? Nobody is in love with these players, these new guys. We're just happy to have them and hope for the best. Yeah, fucking right. All I hear is that these guys are the next coming of fucking, they're the next coming of Ronnie Lott or Ed Reed and all of this
Yeah,
shit.
you're
Like
hearing
that's
shit
all
like
I'm
this.
hearing. Nobody's in love with them. Yeah, right. Call it for what
You
it
already
is. And
are, brother.
these guys are good for what they were signed for the money that they were signed for, but they're not going to change. They're not moving the needle on this team. And plus,
Did
we
you?
only have
Did,
20. I counted yesterday. We only have 29 guys on contract right now. We only have 10 draft picks. That doesn't make 53. Are we going to get just guys off the fucking streets to fill it in or what? That's what it's looking like at this point.
are they not telling us that this is a rebuilding season, that Pete's gonna let this? Are they not telling us that, and then we're gonna get upset again and talk shit and probably be right? Because if it's like this, Gabe, my expectations of this team is probably the same or lower. I think Gino will probably get us a couple more games, but that's it.
I like Gino too,
Not
but the
even.
thing, what I'm arguing against him in the chat earlier is because I don't think he's $10 million worth and a third round pick better than Darnold. Is he better than Darnold? I
You know
think
his
so,
contract.
but
You knew his contract.
well,
His
no,
contract
that's
came out.
all the speculation. The speculation because they're saying that it's probably going to be anywhere from 45 to 50 million, right? So it could be anywhere from 10 to 15 million dollars more than Darnold's, and Darnold has played almost 5 years less, bro, and he has almost the same amount of numbers that Gino has. They started in the same dysfunctional franchise with the Jets.
But
And
Gino didn't play for 5 years.
yeah, but
He only played
Darnold's
for five,
never
six
had a year where he threw for 12
years.
touchdowns and 20 interceptions.
Donald did, yeah.
No. I messed up in the chat. That was Gino's numbers.
Those Gino's numbers, 10,
That was
20.
Gino's numbers. 12 picks, 12 touchdowns, 21 interceptions.
Before he got to Seattle.
That was before, and that's what I mean. Like before, people want to say, "Oh, but he's changed his game since he got to Seattle," but they don't want to give that same. They don't want to give that same grace to Darnold. He's changed his game since he got to Minnesota, right?
Yeah, 1 year, yeah.
Regardless if it was just 1 year or not, he changed his game when he got to Minnesota.
Yeah. So you're saying they're the same. You're saying they're about the same in stat wise and playing wise.
And one's like 5 or 6 years older.
And that's Gino,
and making
right?
less money too. The younger one is making less money. That's the crazy part. You would think the older one would be making less money when they have the same amount of stats. When they have the comparable stats, nobody has no playoff wins.
He said he did it 1 year.
He did it 1 year.
Did it 1 year.
And if you really want to look at good years from Gino, he's had 2. Gino's had 2. He's had 1.
Leo. Check that out, Leo. Because what we're doing here is we're trying to solve the contradiction that what me and Gabe were saying, that these lateral moves aren't. It's just me and Gabe think that we got some really good backup players, and we're gonna depend on rookies and other people.
We're blinding ourselves again, bro. I think a lot of them are blinding themselves again to what these little, to me, they're mediocre moves. Mediocre fucking moves up and down the board. Coupon fucking John at his best. He's fucking trying to mimic fucking Tom Telesco.
So the disagreement, I don't really see a lot of disagreement. Have Pro Bowls. See, Gino has Pro Bowls. Donald doesn't. Yeah, he's a better quarterback, but is
Darnold was
he
a Pro Bowl
10
last year.
million?
Darnold was a Pro
Is he,
Bowler
is he,
last year, so that's out of the question.
Donald was a Pro Bowler last year. He's right. Young DB, you got to look at this year. Well, he's looking at even the 24th season. Donald was a Pro Bowler and Gino wasn't. Gino got
Yeah, they're only
destroyed.
going to bring up and the argument that they're going
The
to have against
positive.
me is the numbers that he's had with Seattle, because they can't give me the numbers that he had with the Jets or with anybody else, with the Chargers that 1 year as a backup. They can't give me those
They
stats
didn't do nothing.
because
They
the
didn't do
only
nothing.
argument that you could give me is when he went with Seattle, right? So the only argument I'm going to give you about Darnold is when he was with Minnesota, and those are the most recent. And you can't tell me that Darnold didn't have a better year. Darnold almost had a better year than Gino's last 2 years put together.
Yeah, yeah. But I thought you were cool with
I am cool with Gino, but remember, I
how he
said
gets paid.
I wanted to weight the numbers and for how many years and for and you still have to take into account we lost the 3rd round pick. Would have been very important.
Analytics of
but we can still trade back. But people are still saying we can still trade back and get that 3rd round pick back. But what would it need to be? You could have traded back and got extra picks still.
Yeah, well, we got a better free agent player. Maybe traded for a better free agent player. But we're saying the same thing. We're saying the same thing.
We don't have enough players yet on this roster. Even we don't even have enough players on this roster to get excited for yet, bro. Like it's just not. I don't know what the excitement is for. We're still fucking mediocre right now at this point.
I think we're around that area. And people were trying to compare. Did you see the way I looked at Chien and all these other players, bro? Did you see how I ended up convincing myself? Did you watch me explain what that coach taught me? I looked at other like I looked at a CD Lamb's highlight tape of 2024. I looked at AJ Brown's. I looked at Smith from the Eagles and a couple of the Giants guys. And at number 11, Chien was in a grip of the highlight films for CD Lamb and for AJ Brown. He's behind him, dude. He can't cover him. You know what I mean? And then I look at that and I say, damn, he has a problem with that. So, but you just got to do that. And that's not me saying that he sucks. You know, he's an NFL player. He's a high pick, and I'm not saying that he's whack, but we got to question this dude. We're switching him from Morig, and he can't cover like Morig. He can hit it better. He can hit harder than Morig, but that don't mean shit when the guy's getting 20 yards on you. It don't. I'd rather have a guy that can cover and stop around.
You know, has thrown for 40 touchdowns in the last 2 years combined. Fucking Darnold threw for 35 last year alone. So it's like, what are we talking about, man? Like that, it's just people want to just fucking. I know that you want to big up Gino because he's on the team now, man. But come on, let's not lie to ourselves.
Gino, how we did guaranteed us the
respectable. Gino's cool, but he ain't nothing special.
So what do you want to do to solve that problem, Gabe? You want to get somebody in the draft?
Get some guys to complement these guys, because if we're hoping that Gino's going to be the guy, he's going to take us to the promised land. He's going to make this fucking below average roster. He's going to elevate it because of Gino. Nah, fuck that. I'd rather have had those $10 million and that extra 3rd round pick because we need more actual bodies on this team.
Those are elite wide receivers. They don't do that, everyone. To me, Cash Lloyd. What up, Cash Lloyd? How you doing, bro?
Gino had DK and fucking Tyler Lockett and Jigba. Like, what are we talking about? He had fucking shit to work with, or what? Did Gino have shit to work with?
I'll give him that he's a winner. He wins games.
Tyler Lockett. People are saying that the receiving core over there, but nobody wanted to bring up Addison before that, right? People saying it was just Justin Jefferson. But you can't you want to take into account in Jigba, Tyler Lockett, or DK Metcalf. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Or Kenneth Walker. It's like so Gino just did it all by himself then, right? Come on, man. Let's not fucking lie to ourselves, man.
Gabe's wilding again today. So what it is that you don't think that Gino is $10 million or whatever is. Did he sign that? Or is it gonna happen? Or that's what you're hearing?
That's what I'm hearing.
You're hearing that you're gonna be 10, 15 million
Everybody fucking
over
wants
what
to lie to
Dallas.
themselves. Dog. I'm tired of doing that shit to myself.
Well, maybe that's a problem. Maybe that's what problem that he didn't sign because they're not going to pay him that. They're saying, "Hey, you're around Donald's area. Let's go there."
This is just crazy, man. And then I heard something. I think I said something on the chat earlier saying that like we should calm down because we don't know more than these experts or anything like that. I definitely believe that. I don't know more than any of these experts, right? But how many times have we fucking put in our hope into these so-called experts, regime after regime after regime after fucking regime, and we're still in the same boat? So obviously, some people know better than these motherfuckers because I guarantee you, some people have said, "Oh, we could have got that guy instead of this fucking guy, and we would have been better off." And I guarantee you, plenty of people on these as content creators or chat have said that. But these coaches sometimes think that or these GMs think that they're smarter than they are, and they go or they go with familiarity and all of this shit, and it just don't work. The different scenery. So I'm gonna speak how I want to speak. However, you know what I mean. Like this is you're watching this show for a reason.
I like this game right here.
Our opinions.
I like this game right here. Because the way the G&G show usually is that I'm always the one bitching, and Gabe's the one to argue with me, saying why you feel that way. It's the other way around right now. But I don't disagree with Gabe. I agree with Gabe that we're given this class of free agency or picks or trades A pluses, B plus. I'm C minus, bro. I'm C minus, and just because Gino made it that extra up from a D, because I'm not happy. I think we inherited backup players from what we had.
Guys, I'm not comparing DK to Jefferson, but when you take into account DK, Lockett's better than Jefferson's probably better than DK, a lot better. But Lockett's better than Addison, and the Vikings have nobody to cover fucking Njigba's his production. The whole reason why they kept Njigba out of all of those other guys.
He's younger, better. He'll be better. He better. I think Njigba's up there with Lockett. He ain't better than DK though. But both of them had good.
Both of them had, yeah, exactly. Both of them had good fucking guys around them. So it's like I don't know what they're saying that Gino did this by himself or something. Like if Gino did this by himself.
Would you hear that he did all that by himself? Dude got led the league in sacks.
They're saying because Gino fucking Darnold did that with this great offense and but they don't want to put that into account for Gino.
Oh, okay. So like Donald's better because of that. Or he got paid because that. He throws an awesome, has offensive players, so he benefited from them and got paid. But that's a good contract for Donald, man, for one solid year. What do you get, like 36 or something like that? Is it around 36 mil a year?
I'm pretty sure that those comparisons next year are going to be crazy, bro. Those comparisons because one went to Seattle, and then the backup to Seattle went to the Raiders. So those don't let fucking Sam Darnold out. Don't let Sam Darnold outplay fucking Gino.
That'll be bad.
It's fucking bad.
I don't think so. I have some confidence.
I don't know, man. The way we're currently constructed, and the way the Seahawks are doing moves, I guarantee you the Seahawks are right now better than us.
Wow.
Seahawks are actually making some moves.
What up to my boy Loon, man? How you doing? You what? What's up? You up? I thought you said at 10 o'clock you knocked out. But 11:43 you up. Oh, time to start drinking now before you go to work. Yeah. I see how it is.
I just do that. I just hope I'm fucking wrong on that one, man, because I don't want to fucking be here being like, fuck, we could have had Sam Darnold because I didn't want him. I'm one of the guys that didn't want him, when it was coming through. But then when I seen his contract, I was like, fuck, where was all this $50, $60 million that he was going to sign for? $35 million shit. If you would have told me since the offseason, some guy with 14 wins, you can sign up for 35 million. Hell yeah. And you don't have to give up a third round pick.
Maybe that's why it's taking so long to sign. Bro. The trade went through. They got our third round pick, but signing
it's done already. It's done. We got Gino. We just better hope that he doesn't play worse than Sam.
But Gino's gonna get like 31 million for that 1 year he has. They're probably gonna sign him for 1 year.
That's if he don't get signed by Sunday, because on Sunday he's owed his $16 million roster bonus. So if his $16 million roster bonus goes in, his $31 million goes against the cap. But if they extend him before Sunday, then that those numbers can change. But the numbers right now are speculated to be around 45 plus.
His extension.
And I'm not saying that. And I'm not even saying, like Castro, I'm not even saying that Sam Darnold's a way better quarterback. I'm probably even going to be on the boat of Gino's probably a tad bit better right now. Gino's probably a tad bit better, but he's not $10 million better, and he's not an extra third round pick better.
Real Talk Nation, what's up, man? I'm not bueno. What's up? Overspending. We had a pretty good question. Overspending on free agents this year. We can play who's coming contracts and can't afford it. It's just foolish. We're doing that right now. We're on the cheat. We've been doing it, but our problem is that when we pay somebody,
why do people keep going back to that? It's like I've repeated myself over and over. We don't need to overspend on nobody. Let's make some more fucking moves. We need to fill in spots.
We're saying we have all these problems. And we think these mediocre players are solving them, and they're not.
Nobody's saying overspend on nobody. We obviously have not been doing that, overspending, right? So I just want more moves at these the prices that they're getting them at or whatever. But we need more players on this roster. We need bodies. We only have 29 guys. We just lost Chase on again. That was on this team last year. John Jenkins is still a free agent. You know what I mean? There's still Darnay Holmes is still an unrestricted free agent, which he's a lower end guy, and we got him later, but he's a free agent. There's only like 29 to 30 guys on this roster right now, currently constructed. Well, say you want 10 draft picks. That's 40. Where are the other 13 going to come from? From the fucking street?
Free agents. We're gonna be all lollygaggy on some free agents that are out there.
We're gonna get these guys off the other 13 off the street or the fucking, and that's 13 just to fill the actual roster. What about when we have 90 guys?
90 something. We got to fill up 90 something guys before preseason. That's impossible right now with the moves we're making. Impossible. So Gabe, people, a lot of shows are having grades. What do you think this free agent grade, as far as you're concerned, with it? What do you give it? Not pissed off.
B plus, I'll say D plus.
B plus.
I'm not even gonna give him a fail because I'll say, and I don't even want to give him a D plus. I just hope that it's fucking incomplete.
I hope you're wrong.
Hope it's incomplete. That's all I'm hoping. I'm hoping for incomplete, but as of right now, if I'm gonna grade it right now, a D fucking plus. And I'm being nice. I just don't want to fail him.
Yeah. Bring on the old man. He's very productive, dude. At 38 years old, I give that man respect.
D plus just because we upgraded at quarterback, but for the price, it ain't that great.
By much, March is crazy. Wait until Gino contract goes through. This panicking by you is in March is crazy. What's the difference between March and when he starts? He's still going to get 40-some million, or I'm not the one that's going to bitch about the signing of, because it's better no matter what he gets paid. It's better than what we have there now. So that's what I'm into right now. I'm not comparing him to Donald. Gabe has.
I've been panicking since 2004. What are you talking about? Panicking since March. Panicking since 2004.
That people overexcited on Gino, but they're not looking at, hey, it's better for our team. We have a better quarterback.
At least, okay. You want to? That's cool. When they want to fucking make this message the message. If that's the message, let that be the message. We're going to be the youngest team in the NFL. It's called the rebuild. I agree with that. It's called the rebuild for a reason. So put your guys', your guys' little hopes in fucking check. As of right now,
Yeah,
if it's a rebuild, that's exactly what it is.
I've never been saying that as much. I started to because that's what I see when I looked at these players that we're getting depth for people we're gonna get, people in the future we're gonna get. So it's gonna be. I hope I'm wrong, Gabe. Just like you say, I hope I'm wrong, but that's what I see. Chin is a possibly he's an unsuccessful high pick for Washington. That's what he was, and so was Stokes. Stokes was an unsuccessful first round pick for the Packers, and we're gonna cherish this guy and thinking he's gonna lock in, beat out JB. How you gonna
I think
feel
it might
when
be. I think it
JB
might
beats
be.
him out?
I think it's the narratives that get me more angry too. Because to be honest, I haven't heard actual that come out of their mouth where it's win now. I've heard it more out of content creators that fucking Pete's 73. He needs to win now, win now, win now. But just the moves that are being made, you know what I mean. And maybe I should fucking calm it down a little bit because, like I said, like I just said, maybe they are not trying to fucking feed us that we're trying to win now, but the internet will try to do that when I mean they're trying to make fucking clicks and shit like that. So I just if that's what it is, a rebuild, then I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? I'm fine with these moves because these moves can, get to a big, get us steady for now. I mean, because they are one year deals, get us steady for now till we can, get these next guys in the draft a little bit, up to speed, a little bit more developed and shit like that, and then get another draft class in here. You know what I mean? So if you're selling me that, then I'm okay with it. But this win now shit, we're not ready to win now. Hell no. Hell no.
I don't think so either. Well, what do you think about Rebels right here? We have 64 players. We investigated that. Maybe you had to hit refresh when you seen that. Maybe they are signing other guys. Well, you said there's 64 players on the roster as we speak, not counting the
Yeah,
full.
but he's counting the practice squad guys. I'm talking about the guys that were on this team last year as on the active roster. It's only 29
Okay.
guys.
Check that out, Rebel. Gable look. Gable look, bro. D
I've
Menace,
already
what's up, my
heard
boy?
plenty last night. I've
MA5,
already
what's up?
heard plenty last night. Practice guys bring it up to that number. But the guys that were actually signed to the 54-man roster that weren't allowed to go back down to the practice squad because they have been brought up and then got back down. So you only have a certain amount of times to do that during the season. So if they bring you back up a second time, you have to stay on the 54-man roster. And out of those guys, the ones we finished with, we only have 29 guys on the roster right now signed. I'm not including the practice squad guys.
Yeah, if you're including them, they don't matter. This year will be set up for the next two seasons. Add quickly picks the Bowers. Then you spend big one on free agency next year. You're waiting, Raider 6627. Welcome to the show. I haven't seen you, but hey, sub to all three of us that's up here and Raider Nation Live, please. Thank you for being here, though, bro. Another question, Raider Killer. I'm not seeing a rebuild. They re-signed everyone they could. Yeah, I believe that. But what did we? The re-signings, I don't have a problem with chaos. The
It's like
the
two guys.
well,
What the fuck? How's that
how
everybody
can
they
you be
could?
happy with that? 27 free agents, and we lost more than we signed back. They were
It's like
cool.
two.
Coach is cool, and Butler's cool. But where about the other dude? How are we making our team better now? We re-signing these guys. Otherwise, the guys that we thought were happy that were good for our team as backups or whatever, we're not signing them, and then we have to wait. But they haven't done it yet, and we're doing this cheap shit. We're getting players. I question that. Why are we getting
Because
players out of 16 million, 8 million?
why spend money now?
Drastic.
Because now is where the guys, why the
We
good
have
players are
it.
at right now.
Yeah, we have it, bro.
Cool,
We
you
were
get
talking. We
guys that
have
are released.
money.
June
We
first,
have
you get
money.
guys
We
that are
have all
released
this.
that are not
God,
just
where's
not
all the
that good.
players at? Why spend all that cap money now, knowing June 1st and the roster down releases are still ahead? But those are players that would be free agents right now that we would have to pay for. We're not gonna. They get released, so they're not gonna take less money. They might, but not. There's a big difference. Okay, we think Maury got paid, right? $51 million. The dude that we think replaces him on a lateral move is making 16 in 2 years.
Yeah, we're not ready to
Add
win
that
now,
up.
bro.
Add that up.
We're
Okay,
definitely not ready to win now.
There's a reason why this dude's getting that money because he's not productive to where he was at. So we just assume that these dudes are gonna be already falling in love, the sprung. We're like a chick that's in puppy love and just say, hey, that's my guy. I'm gonna be with them forever, forever.
On,
Fuck that. We got to get out of that mentality game and start. You know what's wrong with paying Cooper Cup fucking 26 million? What's up with that? We
on,
get a guy that's right there. Now we're gonna lose him. We've been talking about this Becton. Becton ain't been tied to the fucking Raiders. We're talking all this, and then we're gonna just assume that rookies are gonna fill all these places. Nah,
it's
they're gonna
just
have to.
frustrating, man.
So that's why
Frustrating.
we start talking about rebuild, and we're not even close to being a retool. You know, young
It's not,
teams
yeah, bro.
is not a retool. We
I
got
thought it was
problems.
gonna be. I thought with the signing of Gino on Friday, you know what I mean. I thought we were gonna be more aggressive because I said, okay, they got an older quarterback that's probably ready to win now, right? The fuck.
Uh-huh.
I said, hopefully we can get when they traded for Gino, I was like, okay, it looks like they're gonna try to be aggressive in free agency, right? Like try to get some guys to help us win now. These moves, we're worse on defense. And Gino, I will say he probably got count for a couple more wins. So what are we at? 7? Are we happy with that? Because I can guarantee you, Gino ain't making up no fucking 4 or 5 wins. He make up like 2. So what are we gonna be 7 and 9? Our defense is worse. Oh, and then our defense might take a win off of that because our defense is worse.
Right now, as we speak, yeah.
Right now.
I thought it was funny how Madison went to Miami after we signed Mostar. I'm not surprised when somebody that needed a backup running back that we solely left our season on to start that was unsuccessful for another team. Mostart started games. I'm not pissed off about the Mostart. We were live when Gabe did that. I'm not pissed off about that, but we're not saying nothing about Mostart. We're just complaining about Mostart that his 200 yards he got last year. He was in 13 games. He didn't do shit. He's better than who we had. And then we got 4 more running backs to get rid of before we get another one. Because I'm not.
M85, you think 7 wins the floor? I think 7 wins the ceiling right now, buddy. We probably could be a 4-win team again, 4 or 5-win team again, right now.
Here we go. We have 66 players around 8 to practice.
Those wins could change. Those numbers can change with every guy that we add. You know what I mean? Those numbers can change. You know what I mean? With guys that we add. So that's why right now we're a 5 to 7 win team.
We can pump these guys up, Rebel. You know, I watch your show, bro, and you're happy with some of these pickups, and I commend you with that. But I found, you know, I'm not really looking at film no more unless it's the team I coach for. But I looked at these guys, bro, and if you look at them and you look the way I do at people, then it's different. You know what I mean? So I'm not doing it. I'm not saying negative things to get clicks or to get people to watch me. I'm telling you the truth on how I feel. I'm telling you the truth on the things that we did, bro. I'm telling you the things that we did. And Gabe feels the same way. We're not, these lateral moves are not lateral moves. They're worse players than what we got rid of. We had good players.
We got a little bit better. Say even if like you have that I don't know how you can, but have that little belief that we got a little bit better. Everybody in our division also got better. We're still 4th place in our division right now.
Never heard Gabe talk that way.
I wish I never had to. I wish I would never have to talk like this, dog. But they've got better. We seem to have stayed got probably a tad bit better, but they've got incrementally better. So I just think that it's right now. If you're trying to compete with even the guys in your division, you're last place in your division right now.
Still, if Lonnie Johnson plays more corner, we'll rack up the tackles. And you can't depend on this dude that's a special team ace, though. He didn't come to this team as a corner. I don't believe. We didn't see a lot of looked at him too, bro. He doesn't shine as a corner. We're We got two corners.
Don't let what's going around right now. Don't let fucking Cooper Kupp go to the fucking Broncos, bro, because then it's gonna be really
He's
bad
headed.
for
It
us.
looks like he headed that way. I'm just waiting for that news to start. They got better anyways on defense. They got better, and they're right in front of our faces, right in front of our noses, and we're happy about these guys that we got. You
Yeah,
know, we're
just
gonna
don't let
say
Cooper
A
Kupp go to the
plus
Broncos,
Denver.
dog. I've been hearing that a lot. Him
They
to the
got two
Broncos.
Pro Bowlers on their team. They're gonna get another one. They got two Pro Bowlers they snatched from San Francisco. We're not even in that mix. We're not even in that talking. We're just fucking sitting there with all this money that we say we have, all this money,
We can
and we're letting
we
guys
can
slip
hate these
away.
teams. We can hate the Chargers, the Broncos, the Chiefs as much as we want. We are not better than them right now. Currently constructed, we are not better than them right now.
Last year we were a lot of games. We were in a lot of games with no QB, no head coach, gotten better on both, still have to draft.
We haven't
Can't
got better
depend
on
on rookies.
better on offense. We haven't got better on both sides. No, we've lost more guys than we have. Even if you want to say the guys that we got are better, we still have lost more guys than we've actually gotten. So there's no way you can tell me that we've gotten better on defense. Even if you want to say the 3 guys or the 4 guys that we got are better than the fucking 4 guys that we left, right? Because we've lost like 7.
CJ Mosley still out there. Why are we on that? We need a linebacker. Why are we on that? We gonna go with a rookie? You know, just the safe stability. The farther it goes, the better players knock off, and we're gonna get guys that we don't know. But then we're gonna say, "Hey, he's a fucking thumper.
And
He does this and that on his highlights, and we'll
I panned the
dissect his
TV.
tape."
I panned the TY. Oh yeah, but those teams
Uh,
drafted better than us. That's the point. So they drafted better, and they're getting better players than us in free agency. Damn, that's double fucking sword. That's a double edged sword. Shit, we fucking really are gonna be last in our fucking division if you calling it like that. They draft better
well,
and they sign better players. Shit.
better big. See how you can say whether we're not better. But we lost in the passing game, bro. We stepped up our run game, yes, but
I do think we're gonna be better in the run game.
but Morig was a better cover guy than this chin dude. Look, Raider Bigs, look at the receivers in the NFC West and NFC East, and look at their tapes. Because if you look in YouTube for Jeremy Chin, it's going to show you that he's a hard hitter. He hits running backs, he hits wide receivers, but it doesn't show him. You might there's a couple on there. Which one you look at? He'll pat a ball away. He'll get a slow wide receiver. He's a fast guy, but he didn't cover CD Lamb.
But people are
Several
saying
times I watched it.
the GM said if they don't want to
Several
be a
times.
Raider, we're not going to get them. They're not going to be a Raider. Shit. Fucking, what's his name? Fucking for the Broncos didn't want to be a Brown no more. They paid him. He was a Brown, right? He's going to be a Brown for the rest of his life. Bro, that shit's all talk. All that shit about fucking, it's because they want to be a Raider. They want to get the money. They want to get the money and where they're going to be able to go play the best. It's not about being, I want to be a Raider. Nah, get that shit out of here. Get that narrative out of here. These are fucking professional football players. They're going to play where the money's given.
Played inside the box. He's no ball hawk. Plus, got overpaid. He got overpaid now. But we do this cheap labor. You're going to get cheap shit. That Raiders fan. Thank you for being here, man. Haven't seen you before.
Owner wouldn't even speak to Myles Garrett. He didn't want to be a fucking Brown no more, but he's still a Brown.
831 Raider, what's up, man? How you doing? Gabe and Gravy in the morning. Yes, sir. J Dog, what's going on, bro? How you doing? I'm cool with him leaving. Yeah. You're cool with Morig leaving because he got paid a lot of money, but
I'm cool with him leaving too. It's just that I'm not even on the players that left anymore. They're good ratings. They're gone already. This is the 3rd day. I'm not going to talk about them anymore. It's not even about that. It's about just getting guys, like I've said it over and over, getting guys to complement the guys that we already have on defense. Because right now, we are fucking a depleted defense. We have no depth anywhere, not even at the defensive line, which the defensive line is probably the strongest point of our defense, but they have no depth. They just lost Clavon Chason. They haven't re-signed John Jenkins. You know what I mean? They have the starting 4, but who's going to be back behind them? People that the guy that you guys have all been talking shit about, and Tyree Wilson, is that what you guys are banking for? Is that are you guys going to be hoping that he could be the backup of the fucking century? Because we have no depth anywhere on fucking defense. And I'm not once like it since I said it. I don't. The splashes don't The splashes I don't care about. I don't even care if we're not in the fucking running for Cooper Cup. I wish we were, but if we're not, but as long as we're making some moves, we have no guys to complement the guys that we've gotten.
We're gonna depend on rookies, Gabe.
Yeah, we're gonna. That's what everybody's saying. We still got the draft. But the draft is not going to fill every need that you need. You still need a running back. So that means that's going to take a high pick away from possibly going to get the guy that you say is going to be the guy in the draft. Like they said yesterday in the chat, bro. You hit 4 out of 10 picks. That's a great draft. 4 out of 10 picks. You hit 4 out of 10 picks. That's considered a very great draft. 4 players is going to make the difference? Is 4 players going to move the needle on this team? No.
John Jenkins is an asset to this football team. He's 30. He's old as fuck in DJ's message, but he did some shit. He put some young kids as far as offensive linemen to shame. That 38-year-old. He didn't no fucking fell off last season, dude. He was dominated on the inside. He's all we had. And he dominated. What's wrong with you?
You hit 5. So you hit 5, and it's an outrageous draft. That's still not enough
to cover the team. We just the hope, and I appreciate the want to, but we gotta tell you guys right now. Look at these people. Besides listening to the people that want to get you riled up, I'm gonna tell you, bro. You level out, and just look and see what we're doing, because we're not getting better. We're just the same. We're not getting better. We're saying it. We're saying it, but this lateral movement shit. We're saying we're the same team that won 4 games with better guys. I don't understand that. Are we the only ones thinking this, Gabe? Or
probably, but
I'm not being negative so people.
I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right, but you know what I mean. This is what I feel right now, bro. This is exactly how I feel right now, and I'm one to be like always be fucking positive and shit like that. I'm always want to be positive and all of this shit, but this shit right here is just people want to fucking talk shit so much about other regimes and what they did, the Mayock regimes and the Gruden regimes and even fucking the McDaniels regimes and all of those regimes. It ain't nothing different right now, bro. This shit ain't nothing different right now.
We love our team. I don't question that with me and Game. You guys gotta know, if you know us, you know we love the team. That's why we're so concerned right now that we ain't doing that. We expected to be moving and then now I'm seeing the comfortableness of mediocre shit. We're just stuck in this cloud of mediocrity, and then we think we're getting better, but it's not happening. And you can pull up stats, you can pull up fucking highlight films, you can do whatever you want. The guys that we lost, period, are better than what we inherited. And we did it on the cheap. Oh, that's good, it's cheap. But we ain't spending no money on good players. We didn't even know who the fuck these guys were till they became the Raiders.
And I just like to hear, I just love to hear where good coaching and all of this shit, right? Like I'm with you guys on Pete Carroll. People have talked so much shit. Like I like what Chip Kelly has done over the last couple of years. But come on, man. Just because he's a Raider, if he was signed with the Broncos, if this was a signing with the Broncos this offseason, people would be talking so much fucking shit about Chip Kelly that he never was able to do it in the NFL and all this shit. He still has question marks too, bro. I don't want to hear all this shit about coaching this, coaching that. Pete Carroll is the only upgrade. Like, I'm not even talking about upgrade. I'm talking about guy that's actually we could believe in, because everybody else has question marks on this fucking coaching staff. Pete Carroll, he just hired his son, Brendan Carroll. Where was Brendan Carroll at? Was Seattle?
I don't think so. I think he was on another team.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
because he wasn't coaching with him.
What are the guys under him have done anything better than the guys that, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they're better coaching and all of this shit. When people have talked so much shit about Chip Kelly, if he wasn't a Raider, it wouldn't be this positive about Chip Kelly all of a sudden.
I've always liked the way Pete Carroll had his shit together.
I like the Chip Kelly hire. It's just that people changed up real quick once they're hired to their own teams.
Mm-hmm. Jeff is he doesn't agree. I heard your show, Jeff, and I know that you gave I don't know what your grade was. I forgot,
Because I
but
can tell you, I
I know
guarantee you
you're
this:
very.
if
I
he
know
was
you're
hired
very
with the
high
fucking
on
Chargers, if he was hired with the Chargers this offseason, I don't care how much I like,
motherfucker.
how much I think fucking Chip Kelly was a turned around coach. I know for a fact we would be on this fucking on this fucking channel right now be saying that Chip Kelly has always been trash, and you know, look at what the players have said about him. Look at what the fools from Philadelphia have said about him, and all of this shit. Right? That's what would be our narrative right now. But since he's a Raider, and I do think he's changed his game, and I like it. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie if it's not a bias thing. Like that's a bias thing, bro. Because we're still hoping that he can do that in the pros again. Because he changed his game, but he changed his game in college. He still needs to prove that he could do that in the NFL again.
On here right now is that the Marcus Evans Patriots 1 year $4 million. We couldn't do that, bro. We couldn't do that.
Everybody going to the
What the
Patriots, huh?
fuck?
Everybody going to the Patriots.
Some of the Raiders of the East over there, I guess. Huh? McDaniels wants to pluck his dudes back. Jack, give him fucking Wilson.
It's just
Trade
like,
that
yeah,
shit.
people want to. I mean, I'm still going to pump the brakes a little bit on Chip Kelly. As much as I like the hire, he still needs to prove it in the NFL again. Because people ran his ass out of the NFL, and he went running back to college, and he couldn't do it again at UCLA. He did it again with a great roster at Ohio State. And I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not going to sit here and change my story now that he has changed his game. He has changed his tempo and all of that shit. But he needs to prove again that he could do it with the fucking in the NFL. He did it with one of the highest paid rosters in college football. You know what I mean? So I'm still going to give him his props because there's still a bunch of other rosters that are getting paid too. But I'm going to give him his props, but he still needs, it's in college. It's a different ball game.
What did Epps do, man? But get hurt. Yeah, Epps didn't do nothing wrong. He saved Moore's career when Epps was in there. He probably showed the Morgan's probably the player he is today. Got better with Epps. No, you can't tell me. We want to say, hey, he grasped Morgan under his ring and showed him the ropes. I bet you that's what Epps did. That he
I mean, I'm pretty sure
where did
people say that he doesn't want to go back to head coaching, but it's just he wasn't a good head coach in the NFL because he was a good head coach at Oregon.
yeah.
So why does that have to go away from him? Like he was a good head coach at Oregon.
He had a dominant team at Oregon. But he's his role. He's our offensive coordinator, so and he's not in a position to. The only thing we can bitch about
I
him
just
is
hear somebody. I just hear like comments like he's meant to be an offensive coordinator and shit. I get that. I get that part of it because that's probably his strength. But it's not like he's never been a good head coach.
If we draft and Jason Downs, players to play in a Pro Bowl level, they have to play at a Pro Bowl level. They have to prove me wrong that it was at least a lateral movement. But why, Jason? Why are we doing that? And then Jeff too. Why are we doing that? I hear you guys talk about these guys, and you're giving them grades to where they're better than what we lost, and in some areas they are, but we lost a lot, and we're in a division where the best quarterbacks in the NFL are in. The best quarterback in the NFL is in that, and our defensive line has not got any backups. We're up front. As soon as we start the game, that's cool. That with that four, but who's behind them? We're depending on Wilson and Snowden. You know, Chason's a backup. He's not a starter. He's probably not going to start for the team he went to. So explain this to me. These guys that we're going to start, and we're trying to compare the two, and they're not. We're suffering, and the thing that matters the most, the AFC West has great quarterbacks in it, and if we get a safety that's just a thumper, then put more linemen out there and stop his ass, pull him and stop his ass. We're not going to run the football. Tell me what team that's going to run the football. It's probably Chargers because he's that type guy. But he got a banger that could bang just as much as Chin. You can take up all the shit.
Oh, you mean any Raider booster says Burrow and Allen? Oh, you mean Allen, the guy that the only three things guaranteed
MVP.
are death taxes and losing to Mahomes in the playoffs?
But look, you don't think
Oh,
Mahomes? I agree with you. Burrow is my best quarterback, Jeff. And Allen is not better than Mahomes.
Allen's not better than Mahomes either, bro. It's like, come on, like it's like those are the three things guaranteed: death taxes and Allen losing to fucking Mahomes in the
No,
playoffs.
it's happening. Yeah, all of a sudden, as soon as he beats him, he's like, oh, okay, but he's better. No, he's not. Mahomes got the hardware, and I almost guarantee you that team's not gonna. That team got better, way better than we did. But we got
But
him.
there's a
Herbert's a
thing
damn
though.
good.
There's
Herbert's a
always
good
a thing though.
quarterback,
Like,
bro.
they can have a better team, but when like it just, I don't know what it is, bro. But like when you see Josh Allen, I watch plenty of games, dog. Like because I watch them all pretty much right here in my backyard. But like when you watch Josh Allen, that's a different guy when he goes up against Mahomes. He's timid. He's scared to throw the ball into like actual like cover, like make those gunslinger type throws. I don't know if he's scared to go, throw a pick because he knows Mahomes is on the other side or something like that. But he's plays a whole totally different game when he plays against Mahomes. That could be because of Spagnolo and shit too, because they've seen each other enough too, and they know how to game plan against them. But just his demeanor and shit like that. When Allen plays against the Chiefs, he looks scared.
He's intimidated by him. I think Gino is a notch better than Bo Nix. But we got swept by Denver, and Bo Nix had good games.
And they got better on defense
We
too.
got throwers. We got throwers. We got good throwers in our division, and we're over here stopping the fucking run. It's because we don't stop the run. Period on who we play. But I consider that these guys are going to stop the run. But we have a liability at linebacker and safety of these passers that what are they going to throw for 400, 300 yards against us consistently? Bo Nix didn't have the higher yardage throwing or attempts only against us.
I'm reading right now. I'm hearing Keenan Allen might go back to the Chargers.
They're getting better.
See, that's why am I only hearing shit from the AFC West and it's not the Raiders? Keenan Allen might go to the fucking Chargers, and then Cooper Kupp might go to the fucking Broncos. Like, you know how fucking horrible that sounds to me right now this morning?
And we're having good shows about that, bro. We're having A+ grade. Fuck no, we're not. Come on, people. Let's go. Let's get better. Let's fucking talk about it. Why are we doing nothing? Because if we get rookies in there, it's gonna be bad. It'll be we're the youngest team in the NFL. Just wait. Gravy is tired of fucking waiting. I'm gonna be done with it. We do this shit, Gabe. We just rebuild shit, man.
If both those teams get those quarterbacks, if both those teams get those receivers, bro, it's not that just because of those moves that's why I'm all of a sudden saying that they're gonna be better. I've been saying this whole show. But you put those two receivers already with like Allen's already has a fucking, he already has a fucking relationship with Herbert. He already knows a timing with Herbert and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Things ain't gonna change.
You give Bo Nix a weapon like that, Cooper Kupp, bro. It's like, man, we're going to be fucking. It's going to be a ugly.
And they got better defensively too, getting those two guys from San Francisco that we should have got.
It's going to be an ugly year for us, bro. If these moves keep on happening and we're not, doing shit.
And I hope we're not like that. I hope we're not doing that, Gabe. I mean, like today, man, pop, boom, 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 pickups. I hope we're just waiting for it. But we got to talk about it.
You're not lying.
I ain't gonna sit
he might
here
win
and
one
wait.
against the Chargers. I mean, Pete might win one against the Chargers just because of the hate that he has for Harbaugh, but we might go 1-5.
I don't want to push that. I don't want to push that shit. But see,
that's where we are.
We're not considering that we got badass throwers on this team, and we got thumpers. We got thumpers. Yeah, but can they cover? A safety covers. Box safety's hit. And this guy is he's a strong safety. He plays it, but he's always in the box. So he replaced Hobbs, Who's going to replace Morey? He can't do two positions. He can't be on the field twice.
One guy replaced Diablo, right? Who's going to replace Splain? Or if you want to clear it the other way around, you want one guy linebacker. Who's going to replace Diablo? Like, it's like, that's what I'm saying, bro.
We're giving these guys A's in free agency, A, B plus because of this and that. They're the same, man, or even lower. Look at the films of these guys and tell me what you see. Some people are better than the diagnosed. We're trying to pump up the Raiders again. Have an open mind and look. We didn't get better, in my view.
AP beat everybody in our division that year because the Broncos were trashed that year. The fucking Chargers were trashed that year. And and it was a great game against the Chiefs. The Chiefs were in the trash, but we actually played a great game against the Chiefs. But that's not the same Broncos and the same Chargers this year that we're going up against either.
They won with several rookies. As far as I know, they had two rookies in the secondary. But we the people, you got to look at their front, bro. You got to look at their defensive line. Any rookie. Me and Gabe could be out there covering these motherfuckers. And if they had a defensive line like that, we would be the top notch corners, all pro corners with that front. It benefits. Are we doing that? Are we doing that as far as ours? We know we need defensive linemen. We know we need.
I don't want to go to that barbecue, Steve Bluna, unless other people are invited. Maybe some new signings or something.
we want to pump up these corners that got kicked out basically from their teams. We got another first round pick that didn't pan out for their team, just like Chason, right? Oh, he has a chip on his shoulder. He played a couple of games for us, and he's all this and that. Bye, Chason. You're backup. You didn't want to. You don't want to go against Kuntz because you knew you couldn't beat him out. That's why you went over there. You didn't want to fight for your position with Kuntz because you knew Kuntz was gonna bomb you out.
Yeah, it's just those
are the type of players we hype up. Hey, thank you for your services for last year, but we won 4 games. That's it. I don't care how many sacks you got. It didn't matter. We didn't win games. That's what I want to do. I want players that'll win us a game, bro.
And what we complaining about? Look at our defense is. We were saying our defense is fucking hurt, dog. Like our defense is hurt. That's why we're so bad on defense because of the guys that were coming in. Right? Look at what we have to count on. We have to count on Sam Webb and we have to count on this guy and this guy. Well, we're still gonna have to count on those guys because we're still that thin. I don't understand how people don't understand that shit.
I do get your point, bro. Saying the same thing, just reworded different. But sometimes my words are all fucked up. Pete will sweep the division. He's smoking at work right now.
You'll sweep the locker room with the broom. You sweep the locker room with the broom after they make so much fucking mess.
We can get a Bowers
our locker room.
And we get a nice room, but we win more games. Not having Jacobs ruin the momentum. Yeah, J-Dog. That's all fine and dandy. But how are we gonna stop people? How are we gonna stop people? Oh, we got Pete Carroll. We got Patrick Graham. Just defense is gonna be top 5. Nah, we're losing players and we're replacing them. So I think. Hey, Dark, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. I wanted to say your name earlier, but Gabe was yelling. I think they're super confident about drafting nothing but day one starters in this draft. They have to. That'll change my mind. Give me an A plus draft.
But those guys still gotta develop. We cannot be fucking hoping and counting on that shit. Come on, man. Even like the guys that we think are great last year fucking struggled, bro. Like the Glazes, like the fucking JPJ. The only one that was probably the only guy that we really hit and didn't have like actually any hiccups is Bowers. 1 pick. JPJ, I love JPJ, but he still had problems. He still had little things that he was trying to clean up and shit. These guys got to develop. We're not going to be counting on these guys. Day one starters, cool. They're going to be day one starters because we're so thin at other spots. These guys need to, like Brady said, bro, these guys need to be able to develop under guys that are veterans that have done shit in this league.
Hey, Gabe, take the chat. I'll be gone for a minute. I got to go take my medicine real quick.
Sure,
okay? Just whatever. You can move it around.
I don't know, man. I just waiting for these other picks. week now. It's almost a week, fucking all of the weekdays pretty much now. And we've gotten, to me, mediocre or lateral at best moves. And it's just, I'm not happy yet because I still keep saying that over and over because I still think there's a lot of moves to be made. But I'm just speaking on it as of right now. Right now, we're just not good enough yet. We're just not good. But yeah, let's see. This got worse this season. Kelsey Age, lost Hopkins, and Bolton. Did Bolton leave? I think he resigned, no? Pretty sure. John Bolton.
Sorry about that, guy.
No, I'm just checking on something.
Keep right away. What's up, man? My 2 cents, my boy. What's going on? Thank you for being here with Coach Gravy. G&G show today turned out to be a
the Chiefs resigned Bolton. I knew they had resigned Bolton. They didn't lose Bolton.
Yeah, Bolton. He went a couple of days ago. He resigned.
And they picked up, I think, the best tackle they picked up the best tackle that was in free agency. And they restructured Jones and Mahomes' contract, and they opened up $50 million. Come on, guys. You guys got to do a little bit more research. A little bit more research before you start commenting. You know what I mean?
I don't know what the comment was. Chiefs are going downhill. We up next. That's good motivation right there.
It said the Chiefs, I think, lost some stuff. You know what I mean? That they lost. Okay, it says right here. Chiefs got worse season. Kelsey's Age, yeah, I got it. They lost Hopkins and Bolton, but they got Bolton. They re-signed Bolton.
Yeah, I heard that too. Minshew.
And they opened up $50 million.
Got better, bro. They signed Minshew. What are we gonna do?
They opened up $50 million with just those 2 restructures.
And I thought Wilkins was gonna restructure. And I don't know, man. We can't be happy with this cheap. I know there's a lot of people, and we're cool with a lot of people that are saying this cheap labor, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to give. I'm not the type of guy to give big names and be buying Super Bowls and all these playoffs and all that. Just get good players, and I don't care if they have a name or not. But the deficiencies, how much you get paid, it matters or something.
Hey,
it matters or something.
Have you ever heard the term "you get what you paid for"? Cheap labor, you're gonna get cheap labor. You're gonna get what you pay for. Shit, you're not gonna see somebody
for a minute.
You're not gonna see somebody come. It's like a construction worker. You're not gonna see somebody come build your house and fucking, you know what I mean, real quick with fucking broken fucking old ass 2x4s and shit like that.
It's football's like that.
Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? The cheap labor, you're gonna get what you paid for.
What we doing tonight? Hey, Jeff, send me the link, man. I know. Hey, you don't agree? Let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna have to cut a little bit early. I was late. I was an hour late, but
that's what's gonna happen. I think he's covering his tracks. I think Spytek's covering his tracks. So like that way, when these players are playing to like what they paid for and shit, they'll be like people are going to point at, well, they did only sign up for $2 million. They did only sign up for $3 million. You know, it did only cost $8 million. Yeah, exactly. So you got what you paid for.
Who was a star player on the team when the Seahawks won the Super Bowl with the Legion of Boom and Beast Mode? Beast Mode was a star player. The Legion of Boom. Everyone was a Sherman. All of those guys. They were stars. Averill was a star.
Earl Thomas,
Russell Wilson. First round
pick. What do you mean?
Kick that, bro. Come on, Michael you're better than that.
Cliff Averill. Like, come on, man.
They're in the Super Bowl, bro. They had a lot of
AJ Wright.
Yeah. We didn't lose much at all.
Bobby Wagner.
Didn't lose much at all.
Come on, man. How many more guys do you want me to name? How many more guys do you want me to name?
That would have got you lost that one there, buddy. Nidell. Come back, man. You're right there, Gabe. And that's where we build from. Hello. Yes. Okay, we're doing that. And I know they don't have to tell us, Gabe. Okay, we're on the rebuild without telling us. They're doing that as far as going young. If you go super young and we don't get those picks, the picks that we get, and we're depending on those, it's a rebuild to me. Right? Don't you feel that way? We're rebuilding if we're depending on all these young guys to develop. We're rebuilding because we can't what we have now without unless we do drastic moves. That's what you consider it. But and I was thinking, I was conditioning my mind to like Pete Carroll's not in this for the long haul. He's gonna do 3 years, possibly that last fourth year, but he's gonna be on the way out. We've been firing coaches every fucking year. So what makes you think that this dude's gonna you're gonna give him a chance, maybe 2 years, but because he deserves that. But fuck, I thought, and everybody else thought, but that we were gonna do something splash. Okay, we signed Max. We got Adam Butler. We got Gino. Okay, that's it to me. That's it. Impact player, impact quarterback. We got that guy. We got our guy in the middle, which I like. Then we signed our best player that we have. We lost an impact player. We lost two impact players, and we hadn't done anything to. We were just agreeing with, oh, they're the same. And I don't understand football lovers how we could say that that's okay. You want to get better players. You want to get a person better than Morey, a person better than Hobbs. Not that he would kill you if he runs into you. We avoid the guy. We get stuck on one stat and that's it. The guy's a thumper. He's a thumper. He's good for the locker room. I don't. Is he better than what we lost? Plenty of guys out there right now we could pick up, be in negotiations with. And then Gabe Brutt made a badass point that hey, our division teams are getting better because they're making moves like that. Denver's in a discussion with these guys. Denver got two Pro Bowl guys from San Francisco, and we're talking. Oh, they're injured. We got guys that don't play 25 games in 3 years. Gave me that information. Stokes played 25 games in 3 years.
No, missed 25 games in 3 years.
He missed 25 games in 3 years. My bad. You were right with that. But isn't that a lot to you? That injury prone to you?
Yeah.
And he was a number one pick and then pan out for Green Bay defense. How could you not? That's a good team right there. Well-structured, organizational team. Made the playoffs. And it just let him go and sign him for T. Oh, no, he's bad on the Raiders now. It's different. It's different now because he's a Raider. We've been doing that for fucking decades. For decades, we've been doing this shit. And we have it. It looks like it hasn't changed. And I'm not trying to piss people off, but look, man, just check it out. I'm not happy. The direction. Appreciate the players that we got. They're damn good football players if you're in the NFL. You're a number one pick, supposed number one pick. You should be a damn good football player. And I'll give you that respect. But you didn't play good with the team that drafted you. That's a good team. Chin came from the Washington. They were the NFC Championship game, and they let him go for cheap. They didn't fight for him. They don't have another safety that probably can replace him, but I bet you they'll get one. We had a good safety right there. He got overpaid, and he's deservingly so, but he doesn't replace Morey.
I'm not even like I want to say like these guys are probably gonna play, but it's unfair for even them, bro. Like the guys that we brought in, it's unfair for them because we're going to pair them up with these fucking this depth that has no depth. And see, like I'm even gonna get off of talking shit about the guys that we've actually got. It's not even about that. It's more about you're putting them in a bad situation because you're surrounding them with worse players than they were surrounded with last year in whatever situation that they were in. So you're expecting them to play up to last year, but in all, this team's not as good as probably any team that they were playing on last year, currently constructed. Yeah. So like you're doing them a disservice by even putting them on this team because they got no help. They got no depth behind them. They got nobody to complement their play. So we're bringing these guys up, but we have not, like, they're currently constructed. They're gonna play worse. We want to say that they're better, but like they're surrounded by guys that are probably worse, and they want to say, Shin is gonna be better coach. Shin is going to be coached by the same guy that coached for Pete Carroll, Dan Quinn.
You don't see that though.
So it's like, I don't know why they
I mentioned
say,
that. I mentioned that on our live.
now. He's gonna have better coaching now. Like, what are you talking about?
Dan Quinn's a damn good coach.
Dan Quinn was in the NFC Championship last year with the rookie quarterback. It's like they're saying better coaching now. Now that they're with the Raiders, like, come on, man, they've had good coaching.
That culture, I bet you that culture at Washington is just as good as what Pete Carroll does. He's a disciple from Pete Carroll, man.
It's crazy, bro. Like, it's not even talking shit about the guys that we have. It's more about fucking help them out. Exactly. Fucking setting them up to fail.
By overhyping him, you should just say, hey, see what he does, instead of, it's an A grade at safety. He's going to replace Morrig. And if he doesn't, we're going to say the guy sucks. And me and Gabe are going to be here fighting. We're going to be fighting with you saying, I told you so. I told you so. But I don't want to say that right now. I don't want to say that right now. And maybe, please tell me that I was fucking wrong. Please tell me that me and Gabe are wrong about not being happy about this free agent class. Because I'll enjoy saying, you were right. You were right. But don't get mad when we say I told you so. Or Gravy does. I don't know if Gabe's that way, but I'm gonna say I told you so.
No, I'm just more of like, fuck, man. That's all I'm saying.
Gabe wants something to happen. Gabe wants something to happen that makes us a better team. And I'm surprised that all of us ain't like that. We're just satisfied for what we got. We're just gonna get more.
At all on defense. At all on defense. No depth.
And we bitch about that. We don't have depth. The reason why the defense was like that because we didn't have no depth. And we're not doing it. And there's guys out there to do that. And we're not doing it. So why ain't we mentioning that? Why aren't we saying that? We ain't got no depth. Oh, we're going to let rookies do it? Shit, our rookies didn't even fucking play last year that we were so high on. We were so high on Etchenberg going to take up. He's going to take over the Masterson. He didn't do shit. Amari Burney gonna take over for Diablo. He ain't gonna do shit. But Amari Burney's still there. I don't want no 5 foot nothing linebacker getting it down with me.
We needed help when those guys were here last year. We still need help now because you guys are saying that these are lateral moves. So that means we're still in the same spot as last year. Even if you do say that these guys are just good, that means we're in the same boat as last year. We need to get better, regardless of who was here. We would still be saying who was better. I don't know what it is right now that you guys got these 4 guys and you're in love with them and thinking that it's like, the shit. We just got sunny skies. We're about to be a fucking championship defense. No.
Our defense got worse. Got worse. Carroll, the only reason why I believe if it was other regimes, I'll be definitely worried. He brings my feeling about the Raiders up to. I'm with you on that. And I know he's going to solve some of these problems, but we don't know. And it's just not. I don't think we're going about it the right way.
People are saying, let these guys play first before we talk shit, but let him coach for the Raiders first before I even talk good about him too.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Pete Carroll. I've been a Pete Carroll fan since he was with USC. But it's like, why are we giving him the grace? He was out he got fired from the Seahawks, right? Took a year off. Like, I understand his track record is proven and shit like that, but he still needs to do it as the Raiders. We're talking about all these other guys. Oh, let them play first before we talk shit. Well, I'm going to let him coach first before I actually talk good about him because he hasn't done it here.
Yeah, he hasn't done nothing yet but piss us off. Salute Raider Nation. Go Raiders. Salute Gravy and Gay. What up, House Junkies? Thank you for saying that, man. Make me feel good. Not trying to be negative. This ain't a negative show, bro. Get it? Gravy ain't meant to be. Just questioning show. We're questioning what we're doing right now. And it looks like a lot of you guys are will just wait and see. Let's see what they do. What if we lose games? How you gonna feel about that?
We're
I don't want to
rebuilding.
lose game one. I don't want to lose late game one, and I don't want to say, "Hey, you got to let 4 games start." Fuck that. We've been doing that for the last 20 some years.
We're
Come on,
tanking
get
for
out
a
of that
quarterback.
funk.
We're tanking for a quarterback. That's what's gonna be the excuse. Oh, this was Pete's plan all along. We're tanking for a
We're
quarterback.
taking. Oh, we're taking for
That's
Manning.
what's
We
gonna
want to
happen
be the.
when we start losing.
We're taking for Manning. That's what we're doing.
It's just I just need to see some moves, and all this
What up,
narrative could
Omar?
change. All these narratives could change within a day or two, bro. Like if we just start making some moves. Because you get, and it's not even that many moves. It's just guys to complement guys in certain areas, bro. The linebacker needs, I think the linebacker, you could get a linebacker and a coverage, to me, a coverage corner or even a coverage fucking corner, a corner or a cover fucking safety. Then the defense looks totally different to me. And then you make other little moves, like a couple small little moves here and there just for depth. And that sounds good to me. But right now, we just are not moving. We're not moving. Look like fucking snails out there, bro. We're just moving slow.
And, Billy, if we get him at 6, and it matters what Gino's contract is, bro. So we give him the extension. He's there for 3-4 years. Unless Sanders beats him out, he's gonna play. But I wouldn't get Sanders if Gino wants the long term contract. There's no use getting him, or he's not gonna sit around, bro. He's not gonna sit around. I wouldn't want him to sit around. You're messing up his development, so called. Get somebody later. You should, and they get a quarterback every year. That's what good teams do. They get quarterbacks every draft to see which one works, and then we'll get our star when he ended got him for 4 years. Our star is an
Hopefully the blood
AFC.
moon. Hopefully the blood moon last night brings us some luck, man. Fuck, man. Shit. Something's got to work.
Same strategy as for now. Yeah, I'm glad the people are on the boat at least. We traded for a starting quarterback, signed their guys back. They replace and address positions of need. We can't be mad at them not. I
It's
mean,
not
big
nobody
splash
saying we're
money.
not doing nothing. We're not doing enough. I
We're
mean,
not
I've
doing
said that
enough, Omar. You're settling for
millions
the
of
same,
times.
bro.
Monday. We have not done enough. We've done some. We've done minimal. We've done mediocre, but we haven't done enough.
Omar, you tell me that these guys are better than what we got, bro. Wait, a wait and see basis that we're gonna do when we can know that Javon Holland is a better safety than Morig and a better safety than his chin kid. We know Javon Holland can. He dope.
We
We know
can't
that.
sit there and play like we don't know what's enough. Come on, man. Like that's what's enough. Enough is filling spots on this damn team, getting some depth,
Let's go. Let's do it,
doing what you
gang.
said you were gonna
Sanders.
do. You're gonna be aggressive in free agency. Like it's just like what am I tripping? Like what the fuck? Oh, it's
It's
so hard
hard.
to
It's hard to think when
understand.
people don't agree, bro. Because now the all rightness and this is what I suspected was going to happen with us about us saying, well, what we do. This is not what I expected. Is this what you guys expected? Jeremy Chin and Robert. This is what you expected. I don't give a if it was a big name, he would have been all happy and said, "Oh, we got fucking Hafunga
All the
and
money thing, dog. It's the money that's
we
keeping
wanted
people
to get
blind.
Greenlaw.
It's the money that's keeping people blind, bro. It's the
Yeah.
money.
Oh, we got him
It's
cheap.
the
We
money.
got him cheap. Like piggy bank. We got a piggy bank. We need to have it at all times and fucking money all the time. Who gives a fuck? Ain't your money. You all up in the Raiders' pockets over next year, the cap and all this. Fuck it. If we're winning, you
We
ain't
got
gonna
guys
give a
that play
shit.
half a down. We got one half of a player because he only plays half of the downs. You know what I mean? So there's one half. So we got what? And then another guy that only plays special teams, and two actual guys, and then one guy that gets hurt a lot, and the other one's a big hitter. That's supposed to be enough?
But it's Roberts Spillane. Is he Spillane? He's fit to
That's
get
what
some
I'm
run with the
saying.
games
Like
that he played.
Roberts doesn't even
With the
out.
games that he played.
Roberts doesn't even out there. He's a half a player because he only plays on certain downs. He plays half. He played half of the
He plays
downs
on
that
running down.
Spillane. He played half of the downs that Spillane made. That Spillane did. You know what I mean? He fucking Chin is a big hitter. I give him that. Stokes is a hurt player with hurt fucking shit like that, right? So, and I get it. I do think he has big upside, but what if these guys? What in these guys tells me that we've done enough, or what can tell you guys that that's enough? Not close.
Yeah, Roberts is a Diablo replacement, and then that's the replacement. Is that like a lateral move with Diablo? Because I don't want that shit. I want the scent of Diablo fucking gone. That's what I want. And I'm glad he's gone. I'm glad he is. I wanted to get a number 5 jersey. I so wanted to for
Again,
Diablo to be
another one.
successful.
OJ hasn't been watching. I'm not even going to answer that question more. He's not watching because everybody points to we want to over. That's why we're screaming, because we want to overplay players when that has not come out of our mouth one time.
What?
We literally said everybody that left was overpaid, but I guess that they want to run with that narrative because they want to make themselves seem right, I guess.
But you're excited about Chin replacing Morig when he can't cover nobody. I mean Omar. It's a fact, bro. Every highlight of wide receivers from the NFC East got Chin in it a couple of times, bro. A couple of times, the receivers on the NFC East, Chin is all in that shit. Look, number 11's all over the place, getting beat. And it says in his data that he's coverage is a liability.
We're talking about players that we've said already that were overpaid. You're talking about Spillane. You're talking about people are talking about Morey. People are talking about Hobbs. Those are not that's not what we're speaking about anymore. We're speaking about we don't have enough. We got the guys that replace them are cool, whatever, cool for the value, everything. But we don't have enough. We don't have guys to back up those guys. We don't have a cover safety. We don't have a guy to actually be a every down linebacker.
I will never say that.
What are we saying? You know what I mean? I don't want to. It's not that I wanted the guys that we wanted, but we need more other guys. There's EJ Speed out there. There's other guys out there. There's Justin Simmons still out there. There's plenty of free agencies that we can get to cover holes on this team or to cover deficiencies on this team.
We just want more quality. Well, quality, bro.
We don't overpay nobody.
And Omar, you can't say that we got quality, man, replacing these guys that got overpaid. I understand that they got overpaid, and I don't understand why, but the replacements didn't cover what they did.
Secondary cannot stop the pass. Guarantee you that we're not going to be able to stop the pass. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We have no linebackers.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy that PG's here. I've always said that. So we got the same. So we're going to be last in third down efficiency. We're going to be last in red zone. We're going to be last in third and long or halftime deficit because we got a couple of thumpers. Is that going to change that? It's not going to change it.
We're waiting for leftovers. We're waiting for leftovers. That's what we are right now. We're waiting for fucking leftovers right now.
It ain't over yet. What have we done, though, OJ? What have we done, Omar?
That's what we're doing. We're waiting for fucking leftovers.
Every minute, a good player's going, bro. And we're going to get down to the scraps. That's what we want. UDFAs that got cut. We want a bunch of players that got cut, and then we have to overpay these guys. The overpayment's going to start now.
Off the board every hour. Guys are coming off the board every fucking hour. And not one fucking we got one guy since fucking actual free agency started. Fucking
Let's do it, OJ. What's the problem of doing it and making us talk positive? Why do the Raiders got to be the last motherfucking thing? We always are. Why do the Raiders got to be the last fucking put their hand in the talent? When were we in it at the beginning?
We don't fucking have something. We don't have time, but
and not with me. We don't have time because I'm gonna talk shit and we do bad decisions. I'm gonna talk shit. These guys might pan out, but prove to me right now that we're better. And we're giving all these grades A, B, up there. I'm C minus. Look that. I'm grading on the curve just because I love
Raiders,
it.
baby. I get it. Okay, say you want to say Chin. I'm not even gonna argue that point no more. Okay, Chin's better. I'm gonna put it in my mind. Chin's better. Who the fuck is gonna help out Chin, bro? Who's gonna help out Chin in the back end? Who's gonna cover? Like you seen Epps go down last year. You seen Epps go down last year. You seen player after player go down last year. What happens if one safety goes down? What happens if any of the linebackers go down? We got no fucking depth. None. None.
Hey, what do you want to consider these guys? It's not an even swap with him and Moore, bro. Oh, he's a thumper. I heard you say that.
Only backup lineman right now on the depth chart is Tyree Wilson. On the defense, because we have 5.
You can put him at defensive line too.
What I'm saying is we got 5, bro. Like each of these guys should have at least one fucking backup for each of them. And we got 5. It's like we have no fucking depth anywhere on the defensive side. None.
That's why we got Pal Mal. Pal Mal's the free. And then who backs him up? We depend on this trade. We're gonna depend on this trade Wilson, trade Tucker, or Tucker.
Yeah, they're gonna depend on Christopher Smith, who hasn't played in 3 years. Christopher Smith, who hasn't played in 3 years, but they're gonna say, oh, all of a sudden he's gonna come on and ball if he gets hurt. Like, come on, man.
He's gonna ball out, man. He's gonna ball out.
Stop fucking lying to yourself.
You gotta agree with that, Jay. Come on, you gotta agree with that. Who do we have? If some go, we will all injuries fuck this up. What if these dudes get injured? What Chin gets injured? Where's our thump at? Who does that? Where's our thump?
And Stokes, you gotta hope Stokes stays healthy, but he has an injury thing. Like we have no depth at corner either. And we signed the fucking guy who has fucking injury, is injury prone.
And they're like, his injuries are going to stop because he came to the Raiders. All these guys that got injuries and played less games than they should because they weren't starters for one, and then they get cut from their teams. And we get happy because we take somebody's left.
I'm gonna agree with everybody from now on. The guys that we got are better than the guys that we had. Okay, even though I don't really agree with it, but I'm gonna agree with you guys just for the fucking concept point, right? Okay, they're better. The guys that we got are better. Sure. Still got no depth. Still got nobody to back them up. We're still trash on defense.
And you guys and everybody that's in the chat or listening were once bitching, we don't have any depth. We don't have any depth. And when we have the opportunity to do that shit right now with all this money, we're still not doing it. We're still not going to have any depth.
J-Dog, he says, we have the same depth at corner, Gabe, from last year. Yeah, we sucked at corner.
We're bad. We were bad, dude. We gave up more third downs than anything, and they were passing downs. We gave up the middle of the field. They were bad. You cannot say our secondary was good, bro.
That's like trying to tell me that's something good. That's like trying to tell me something like, oh, that's good. Like, we still got the same depth. That's the problem.
That's the problem, bro. I don't know, Gabe. So let me get this right. We rather fill the roster spot with depth pieces and pay the player that may or may not contribute more than a player that can sign for a cheaper price after the frenzy. That's what I think we got, Omar. We got people at a low pay, and there's a reason for that, bro. Would you rather have Javon Holland than Chin? Would you rather pay Javon Holland than get Chin? You'll be ecstatic to get Javon Holland.
That's exactly what we're fucking doing right now. They're filling in spots for that same reason. To not overpay nobody. You think people are going to take a year $3 million, a year $4 million if they're so fucking good? What world are we living in now all of a sudden? Are we in the fucking Twilight Zone? Because this was never a fucking narrative. Everybody was saying nobody's going to take like that, bro. Now. You get what you pay for. The reason why these guys are fighting for what they're signing for.
Eichenberg, Gainer, Mitch, and they're all good, Jay. Mwaga, he spurts. I don't even know who the fuck B. Smith is. And Masterson, what does he do good, bro? Eichenberg, what has he done? He's a rookie, but we can expect him to be dominant. If he was a dominant rookie, he would have played, and he did it. What is development bullshit? You just want to lose games. That's our problem at linebacker. There could be better names right there, bro. We're depending on guys, except for Roberts, guys that won 4 games at the linebacker court couldn't even break the starting spot. They couldn't beat out Diablo. And I heard what you said about
Mauga,
Diablo.
Masterson, Eichenberg, Gaynor, and Mitchell. And who
That
the fuck
sounds
is
like shit.
Smith? That's fucking horrible.
Come
I don't
on,
want
Jay, you
not
better
one
than
of
that.
those guys, except for Roberts.
You're trying to prove us wrong right here. You're trying to prove us wrong right here. This might be. I might consider this because I'm willing to give him chances. Chin, all right, dude. Pao Mao, I liking him. Harper, Johnson, and Taylor, what the fuck have they done, Jay? Are you expecting these guys to seventh round picks, free agents to blossom up and be all pros? That you call that death, bro? Smith is an underachiever. Harper gets in the game because we don't have any depth. They're deaf. If that's what you mean, safety depth, that's what you mean, yeah. But Smith and Chin are going to start.
Man, so
And
what
so
is
we
it?
got
So if
so we
that's
got
not the
Smith,
case,
Harper, Johnson, and Taylor.
but this one, the OG Raider, if that's not the case with free agents, we signed 3 free agents for cheap. So what are we in for with them then? It's just they never fucking live up to their free agency. So what are we in for with them? That we signed them for 3 million and 4 million and 8 million. So if that's the never the case, like you're saying right here, if that's not the case with free agents, what's that then? What are we expecting out of them? Are we expecting great things?
You see, dude, we can't be hitting home run signings every time. It's just that attitude right there, Jay. Oh, it's all right. It's
I
all
don't want
right.
to hit home run. I don't want to hit home run shit, bro. It's not about the home run. It's not about the
They're
player.
players, bro. You don't understand what we're saying, bro. The quality of what we're getting. You're giving me names, yes, but how good were those guys? They lost 4 fucking games. They were on the team. We're
Like
not doing that. We should be doing that.
signings, I'll be more excited. Like if the way it stays right now, I'll be more excited next year when things can be a little bit more. You get guys in the draft
Yeah,
that
we
can develop
do.
and shit like that.
We have a bunch of fucking money.
But right now,
We
as of right now,
we have
I ain't excited
Gabe.
for this year. Not one bit.
Gabe, answer
Not
this
one
question
bit.
for me.
I'm excited for this year. As of right
Answer
now.
this question for me, dude. We had a bunch of money, right? And then what happened? We just signed these guys. How much total of the signings that we got in free agency? What we average out by 20 million or something like that? 25 million of all the guys that we got in free agency?
And everybody, yeah, no, and everybody keeps saying about like you can't just pay all these guys because look at you overpay sometimes and all this shit. Okay, but
We didn't overpay nobody.
are we also saying that Pete can find the players and Pete can do this and Spytek's gonna find the guy for the? Why can't they find those guys for cheap then now? Why can't they go find those guys then? So
Real
just don't
GM
pay
will
him.
get good
Just don't pay
players,
nobody?
great players, cheap.
So just don't pay
We
nobody.
got
So nobody's worthy of going out
we
coming
got
over here.
lateral moves.
Nobody is.
We got you
Man.
pay better players.
So they can't find. So
You
what you're
pay,
telling me is they can't really find the guys that they need. That's what you're telling me. That
what
they
the
can't
fuck is
find
GM
them.
for? Where the scouts at? Tillman helping his friend out. Never proved a good GM. Was an assistant. Now we're talking about the GM job. Hey, Brady's supposed to be this big influence. Where's this? He knows we got to get depth. Where's Brady's influence at? How
You
come
guys
he
are
ain't saying
supposed to
hurry up,
know
let's
the
do
guys
this?
around the league. You guys are supposed to know the guys around the league, right? Why aren't they doing other other great value moves like the ones that they've already made? Like people are already on those, right? Why aren't they making other value moves like that? You can't find them. They can't find those players for cheap because nobody wants to. Because I guess nobody wants to overpay, and I'm with that too. But so they can't even find the guys that they actually need, right? That's what they're telling me with that.
Yeah, you're totally different, Omar. You're totally different, bro. Yeah, you'll wait for these rookies to develop, and you should tell me, fuck all this. This went right now. I don't know. I guess you went down, and did you? If you think
I
these
only
guys
hear
are
Raider
good,
fans. I only hear Raider fans saying that we're winning free agency, and only some because I've not heard that shit one time. I just hear Gino was a good move. Not one fucking move is noteworthy in any fucking network anywhere. Dog. Like it's the reason for that.
I don't want to say this stuff, Jay. I don't want to be like this, but you can't tell me and prove to me you cannot do this, bro. You can't prove to me that these guys are better than what we lost. They're cheaper. I'll give you that. But we're so
That's
worried
it.
about we're
That's
so
it.
happy. We were so happy that we had so much money and we got a bunch of money and we have 10 draft picks and all this shit. But then we get these players and then we're bitching we don't have enough money. Who do we get? All these guys are cheap. Where'd all fucking money go? Max? We don't even know how much of the cap Gino's gonna be. Max and Adam Butler didn't put a dent in that shit. Kuntz didn't put a dent in that shit. So we should have a shitload of money. So
iPad
why
the
don't we get
TV.
anybody? Where's all
What
our
did
depth at?
how did KC win their Super Bowl with the best quarterback on the planet?
The quarterback in the league and the best defense, the best coaching.
What is your point with that? They had the best quarterback in the league. I mean, it's pretty easy, right? Pretty easy to
They
fucking
swept us
point out
twice. They
how
swept
they
us
won.
twice, and we didn't win a fucking game in our division. And we think we're getting better. Come on, this is a big time. You know, going back and forth. This argument we haven't had depth for ages. Telesco started building through the draft. Let's keep that going. Telesco didn't do. Telesco did. He did. I'll give you
They got
that.
those players for the draft.
But
Did Gino
Telesco,
come in the draft? I'm mistaken. Did Gino come in the draft? Because Patrick Mahomes did. Did Gino come in the draft? No. Come on, guys. You guys got to stop contradicting yourselves. Stop. Just stop.
a lot of people are saying things. I remember all these people. 44 million dead cap space. How much we got? How much money we got? I don't give a fuck dead cap.
They
We
couldn't pay
shouldn't
Chase
give a
on
fuck
$5
about
million,
dead
right?
cap.
They're doing all these fucking bargain deals, but they couldn't pay Chase on $5 million. All right.
Thank you, Joe Luddy. And we love Chase on. Now Chase on's a bitch, you know, because he didn't sign with us. We're gonna forget about him. Even though these guys
That was a big
gave
loss,
guys,
bro.
even though
That
these
was a
guys
big
got
loss
overpaid,
because Cooch is a fucking question mark for me. That was a big fucking loss to lose Chase on when Chase on gave that production when Cooch went down last year. That was
I
just
hate to be that. I don't want to
that's a
think
bad
that
loss.
way. I don't want to think that way.
That's a bad
See,
loss.
I like that, Redder Paul. I like what you're saying, bro. I like what you're saying, bro. But you got to look at it. I'm looking at it, bro. This is what I got to show. I got to tell you what I feel. I'm not doing it so you can watch me. I'm not doing that.
Wait,
I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of these guys are lying to you, saying we're gonna be good and this and that. Surprise me and prove it to me. That's what they got to do. But I'm gonna talk about I'm looking at shit. I'm researching stuff, and I'm seeing things that I don't like. I don't know if I'm not nitpicking. I'm just watching. I'm not nitpicking shit. Facts 12 million was too much for Coons. Chase on was better value. I don't know if I would have switched it. I expect more from Kuntz. The Chase on was a loss, but he wants to start, man. He wants to start, and he wouldn't have started over. There would have been a. He just wants to go in and start, and I understand that. Well, who wouldn't? We have about roughly just under 30 million. We got like 10, 15 for the draft, so we roughly 15. Like that. Where'd all that go? We had $100 million, and where'd all that go? And then we got depth pieces. That's what it is. We got depth pieces, right? It's besides Coons.
that's crazy. You got players that want to be here. Like that fucking makes a fucking difference. So if he's mediocre, as long as he wants to fucking be here, it's cool. It's fucking.
And we gotta wait for these guys. We're just assuming that these guys are gonna come in and do what
I
these
don't
guys
give a
did
fuck if they want to be here. They don't give
on a
a fuck if they
4-win
want to
team.
be. Are they good?
Ghetto Boys Raider, what's up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. We appreciate it. This is not a negativity. Right? The show is today because we're trying to prove to our audience that if you just started watching, we're just trying to prove to this audience that we're not making good moves. And I'm hearing a lot of shows that I respect, and we're giving grades out. We're getting A pluses and B pluses and A's and all that. I don't like doing that, but I want to make it an option for me that I give this a C minus free
How
agent
about last
pickup.
year when Jalen Hurts and fucking AJ Brown were going at it, and AJ Brown wanted to be out of there, right? Like it's like he didn't want to be there. They still won the fucking Super Bowl. I don't give a fuck if they want to be there or not.
Exactly. A lot of people, until they win the Super Bowl, they want to be there. Here we go. The players that came in are mediocre. There you go, Gabe. Omar. The middle linebacker is better than Spillane. I don't know. Raider Paul just want to be against us, but I don't
I
see it.
guess if you want to say, if you want,
Raider
so
Paul,
so why
look,
did he
look.
play? So why did he play half of the snaps then, Raider Paul? Answer me that. Why did he play half of the snaps that he played? Let me know. Just let me know your theory on that.
Nothing wrong with stating your opinion, man. There's nothing. Type show this is. You can say whatever you want, baby. I'm gonna say what I think, and if I agree with you, I will.
He
Quarterback
wasn't
from
hurt.
Texans.
Roberts wasn't hurt, so don't give me that. Oh, it's because he was injured. No. Why did he play half of the snaps that Spillane played?
We're from the Texans. Is that Lonnie? Lonnie from the Texans is better than Bennett. Is Lonnie from the
Wow.
Texans?
Wow.
He
That's
might
why
be.
he's
He
been
might
a
be a better.
that's why he's been a
He
special
might
teams
be.
player the last 3 years, right?
He's
He's
gonna be
better than
better
Bennett.
than JB on special teams, but I don't think
Raider Paul.
we're everybody's a fucking beast now.
The reason
Raider Paul
why he
starting the
fucking been in
draft.
the fucking free agency, bro. Come
He's
on.
stirring up the draft intensity that everybody the Raiders are looking at are beasts. Fuck all that shit. This was a very negative Raiders show today, Gabe. Very, I don't know, man. G&G show, we're not negative people. We just want our team to get better. And if you're just settling down like this,
Like if
then
you tell me that these guys come with other guys because
I don't
that's
know,
why they
bro.
came so cheap, then I'm fucking all for these fucking guys. Like I said, I just don't want to fucking set these guys up for fucking failure because they're not gonna be one of them. Like I said, only plays half of the plays. You know, the other one is fucking like there's guys on this that we got that are going to be better if you put them in the right position. And right now, I don't think that like that's why I'm saying like okay, I do agree. It's early. I just want to see moves because right now those guys are not set up for fucking for to succeed. They're set up to fail. They're more set up to fail than to succeed right now because of what the other pieces around them, not them themselves, not the guys that we actually got themselves. What's around them on the defense? Nobody to come in to give them a break. So our defense is going to look horrible when they need to go out. It's just our defense is just thin everywhere.
When we, Paul, no one gives a fuck that you like Bo Nix. No Raider fan gives a fuck. You just keep saying it to rouse yourself up. I don't give a fuck about Bo Nix. He still sucks. You're jockeying on a quarterback for the Denver Broncos. So make up your mind what the fuck you want to be good. What about our quarterback? What you saying about our quarterback?
I would just fucking like to sign some guys around, man. Like just
Okay,
either
BK.
all small signings too, just like with different skill sets. Could go out and cover good at covering a tight end, but at other things, something like that, just to like make sure that these guys are, if it's a third down and long, and you don't want to have Roberts out there because he's not good at coverage, or you want to have somebody out there that you want to take Chin out for a little bit because it's like there's somebody that you can have better in there at covering. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like you just want to have them in situations where, okay, this is not a good situation for you. Let's bring in the other guy. You know what I mean? Because all players have deficiencies. It's just like getting the guys that complement them. And right now we're thin. We could use a lot of those guys. Right now we're thin at every single position on the defense, so we could use a lot of those guys. It's not guys
Hey,
that
man,
need
thank you for being here,
10,
bro.
$15 million a year. It's guys that you could probably get on these same deals that you're signing, $3-4 million a deal, something like that. But you need them.
Yeah.
And people are
Yeah.
thinking that I want like 20 more players. Nah, it's just we need help at certain areas. Certain areas like linebacker. Certain areas like for me is safety. I don't know what and it's certain type of safety. Not just go get another safety and that's why. No, get a certain type of safety like a ball hawk type safety. You know what I mean? I would have liked Epps to resign over here, but I mean he's gone. Whatever. But there's just some other guys, a little bit more depth at corner. You know what I mean? Three more signings or something like that are not even over the top. Just something that's going to give us more depth at that positions at those positions. I don't know why that's so hard to fucking understand.
Omar, the good ones are getting away from us, bro. The good ones are getting away from us.
I don't
and
want to
Jay,
overpay
you was
nobody.
in here.
OJ, we don't have no money to overpay any guys. That's what I'm saying. It's not about the overpaying thing. It's about getting guys to complement other guys.
It
Depth,
will
because the
come,
depth that
fellas.
we
We are
have
not
right now are not good.
Gee, Jay, we've been patient, bro. Me and Gabe have been patient. And I know you young guy, but dude, fan base sometimes. When are we gonna get instant results, bro? Why can't we be one of those teams that just boom? Why do we have this funk, bro? You in that funk, Jay? I'll get on your show and say, hey, bro, we need to do things differently. It's the same rate of way that we've been fucking up, winning 4 games. We took chances when we went to the Super Bowl, bro. We took chances on Rich Gannon. We did this shit like that. We're not doing that
Jerry
at
Rice.
the special position.
We took a 40-year-old Jerry Rice. You know what I mean? A receiver. You know what I mean? We're taking we took chances. I mean, I know that that's a long time ago and shit like that. It's a different type of game or whatever. And I
It's
don't even
still
want to
desert.
compare. And then people are gonna think that I want to overpay people again. No, I don't even want to like compare it to that. I want to compare it more to like, let's just get guys that we
Look,
know can
no,
play. Let's let these GMs do their job. Hopefully, Spike Tech is that working on that right now. But let's just get some other guys that we could sign for the same amount of deals, like something like that, or maybe with the same amount of fucking production. You know what I mean? And damn, that would be awesome. You get another guy like, I wouldn't say like Chin, but like say like a guy like Stokes. You get another guy like that at 3 million to even make the cornerback room even more deep. Or you get another linebacker like at 3-4 million just to make the linebacker room a little bit more deep. That's all I'm talking about. You know what I mean? We just make these little increment moves to keep making better. Like, and to me, it's just like the only reason why I'm impatient so much is because every day I see guys coming off the board that you might want. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Mhm.
damn. And then especially when you hear like a Dory Jackson going for like 3-4 million, that could have been a guy to help us. You know what I mean? Like obviously, maybe a lot of guys are not high on him, but that's a guy that could have been to this added to this debt and to the special teams. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm saying. We can still add other little contracts to where, and guys with value still start trying to prove a point still. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I just want a little bit more depth, especially on the defensive side, because it sounds like I'm talking about the whole team, but it's really only the defensive side. Because I'm it's not that I'm satisfied with the offensive side, but I think that the pieces those pieces for sure are still in the draft. Like, you know what I mean? A running back, you know what I mean? An offensive lineman or something like that. I think those are for the offense, I think the pieces are in the draft. But for the defense, there is some of those guys too. But we still need a little bit more for the depth on the defense. That's all I'm saying.
We do. Let's keep doing the same shit every year, but overpay. We have never done that, bro. We overpaid the crazy fuck Jones, I think, for what he did. And we're not we that might be our problem. We need to overpay one, and we had the opportunity to get some of these guys, and then we settle for this. That's their plan, but we ain't gonna win no games. I guarantee you that. Teams that get, I bet you Denver's better, and the Patriots are gonna be better. But we're lateral movement. We stay the same because we're happy with lateral movements. Let's get better. Fuck. I don't
It's better,
understand
man.
you. I don't understand these
It's better,
people.
doctor.
You're gonna hit us.
Well, let's see.
You're gonna hit us saying we're bullshit, and you're just stuck on mediocrity. Take your goggles off for a minute and
You gotta,
understand.
you gotta,
Well, you don't. It don't have to be from us, but just
you gotta
look,
open up
and see if we
third
got
eye,
better.
man. You gotta open up the third
Yeah,
eye. You gotta open up the third eye.
yeah. You're special like that, bro. Jaden Daniels trade up rumors. They're starting the Cam war. I think youth is the plan for now. Then tell me you're rebuilding California. They just say it.
True,
Hey,
true.
we're gonna get rid of things. Maybe so. In a nutshell, in a short of words, saying we're gonna get younger. These guys are gonna develop. Then I want to hear something like that. I don't want to be having these expectations and then being upset because we're not better when we were told that. Pete Carroll said in his introduction when he came out for the head coach, he said, I ain't here to wait. So I took heed to that. I took heed to that stuff, and now we're all cool with waiting because We did lateral moves. I don't understand what's going on. Did we get better? How did we get better? I think we got better with a 30-something-year-old running back in our running back room. We got better. Our running back room got better, but we still got
Like
shit there. We ain't got no
like
backup.
Justin Simmons. Like
Quarterback got better.
Justin Simmons was making $7 million last year, and he got released. He might come for a little bit less. Like that would be a cool pickup. You know what I mean? If we could get it for cheap, not overpay him. You know what I mean? That's there's just moves out there that are still, still under the radar that can still help out this team a lot, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Let's linebacker. Let's see outside like linebackers right now that we probably would need. You know what I mean? That are still available, could come a little bit cheaper. Oh shit, those are a little bit too expensive. Jerome Baker, you know what I mean, out of Tennessee last year. There's
what about
Isaiah Simmons.
Is he in there?
Isaiah Simmons?
Yeah.
Yeah, EJ Speed. You know what I mean? Like just guys that can help out. I think the overall, just the depth and everything of this, of the defense. You know what I mean? Because on the offense, I'll be cool if they were able to get a guy like Lockett or to a more degree, a Cup or a Stephon Diggs. I just think those are going to cost way too much. You know what I mean? And we'll probably end up having to overpay for one of those. So I don't really want to go that route. But I lock it. I mean, the offensive side, I think we can for sure upgrade it in the draft. But hopefully we can make a couple more moves here and there this weekend on the fucking defensive side, man.
Wait, Paul. We're not
It's
complaining about
starting guy.
We're
It's
not
even a starting guy.
I don't.
Worried about.
We're not even talking about Gino. We're happy with that. We're happy with Gino right now.
Like the starting guys that we have on our defense are cool, but we've seen how if we just think that we're gonna go into a season with just the starting guys be cool, you've seen how when one injury or two little injuries go down, the whole defense practically goes down. You know what I mean? God forbid, Max has to miss a couple of games again or something like that. God forbid, knock on wood or whatever. But it's like, who's going to be back? It's going to be Kuntz and fucking Tyree Wilson rushing the quarterback after that? Are we comfortable with that if that happens? Like, that's all I'm saying.
Captain Jokey, good, bro. Do you think Tyree Wilson is going to step up? I'm honestly so mad at this dude. We could have gotten Carter instead of yes, we could have. And I'm done talking about Tyree. The captain. If you want to hear me do a rant on Tyree, I'm done with it.
If
done
Roberts
with
goes
9,
down,
bro.
if Elandon Roberts goes down, are we going to be comfortable with Masterson and fucking and Eichenberg being our starting linebackers?
You know what I mean? 4-13 with Gino as a quarterback. Nachko, thank you, bro, for being here. Appreciate that. The Chiefs are not going to be in. All right, here we go with this one. We got some fucking paragraphs in the chat, Gabe. I didn't have a long to get the fuck the Queeps. I hope we get some more players to make us better, at least backups for depth.
Yes.
Catch y'all next time. Thank you, ACL double X Psycho.
We got one to turn. Being here. We got one to figure it out.
There you go. Got one. Got it. We upgraded our quarterback to compete. Yes, we did.
I just hate the fact that I know I sound. I just hate the fact that I know I sound like I'm hating on the players we got. That's why I said earlier. Okay, I'm gonna go on I'm gonna jump on board. Those guys are better than the guys we had, right? Okay, I'm gonna keep saying that now. Like even back in my mind, I probably might not believe it, but I'm gonna jump on board with you guys. Those guys are better. Still doesn't make us better than last year because we've lost more than we've gained. That's all I'm telling you guys. We've lost more than we've gained.
Raider Rebel, we currently have 9 defensive ends on the roster right now. Okay.
And you can only name 2 or 3.
Are they good? Tyree's my hero. I'm Black Future Hall of Famer. Put some respect on his name. Jay, that's gonna be hard, bro. He's number 9 to me. He's number 9.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's okay. I'm with you there now. Where they're better. But who's gonna be playing on the side of them?
Next one. Gabe just wants depth. We've been bitching about depth. We don't have no depth. That's why the Raiders defense was so bad. We didn't have no depth, and we're still not doing it. We're not. Those guys are depth pieces to me because they don't add up to Morig, they don't add up to Hobbs, and they don't add up to Spleen. In my
That's a,
book,
I kind of, I do feel us, and I think that's what it is, bro. It's just passionate opinions. But at the end of the day, I do think we all want the same thing. We all just want to win. All of us just want
we
to win.
sign safety, but we could get rid of the dudes we have that are non-factors. And I don't give a shit if they're rookies. But the dude, we can't be trusting a seventh round pick. He was the best DB last year, and he's a seventh round pick. I don't give a fuck if he has a responsibility to the academies. Then why'd you pick him? That obligation is done with. I heard you could just go
Let's
in and
just,
start. He didn't even get on the
but yeah,
field for it.
but like I said, the the thinking on it could change in a second, bro. You go sign two good guys, two good players to where they now it's starting to add to the depth, and this shit changes right away. Goes back to fucking being more positive and shit like that. It's just right now, just calling it how I see it. That's all. Right now, in the moment, we're live.
Oh,
We are live for a reason,
and
not pre-recorded for a reason. You know what I mean? It's live. You're getting my way I feel right now.
Here we go. Season don't start till the hey.
True.
Drinking
That's what I'm
already.
saying. In September, it could be a totally different tune. But I'm just telling you how I feel right now because we live.
And you could come at me and say, Greg, remember when you said that Chin wasn't doing shit? All right. That's what I want to be told by you guys, but I ain't happy right now because I ain't all lovey-dovey on players, bro. That black and silver means a lot to me. And if you get paid $40 million less than the guy that you should have replaced, there's a reason for that to me. There's a reason for that, Gabe. And I don't know if people understand that. They were saying Morrig is mid. There was a comment right there. Morrig is mid. Then how good is Chin?
Yeah, I'm a passionate arguer, but I'm never gonna call you out your name or anything like that. I'm not gonna do it like that. We might get into a little, heated little argument or whatever, but there's no need to call you out your name or say you're stupid or anything like that. That's your opinion. Like that. I mean, those are your guys' opinions, and that's it. Like
nobody's stupid.
I can be stupid. I just don't like getting into that type of fucking argument with people because then you say a little thing about against what they say, and it's like, oh, you're stupid now, you fucking idiot, and all this shit. Like, nah, like we could agree to disagree, and I'm gonna be passionate when I'm arguing, but as long as we all could agree that we all just want to win, just a passionate fucking opinion, that's it.
Raider Paul, look at all those superstar Chiefs picked up. Who they pick up? Wide receiver core was decimated. Well, they ain't got no superstar. They got Hopkins is not a superstar no more. They had a superstar quarterback, and they were in the Super Bowl, bro. We didn't win a game in our division. They swept us. What should have, could have, snaps or whatever. That was coaching. But fuck, we went 0-6 in our division. God damn, you guys don't understand that. Ooh. Well, Gabe, I don't want to get override. I got to go kick back with some kids, dude. I wanted to be good on
the weekend. I was hoping,
we got a big wrestling match.
The Raiders could have made my weekend a little bit more, upbeat, but still waiting around the fucking Twitter fucking alerts and shit.
I'm not confident that we're gonna make any more moves. Probably make some moves in June when these guys possibly, but
yeah,
I don't. We're gonna find like little knickknacks, and if it's a lot of depth, then good. I'm good with it. But I'm with you, Gabe, until it falls off, bro. Until they prove me different.
Yeah. Shit, we could be so totally wrong.
You love the shit without the players. There's no football team.
Turn into all pros, all of them, and we could be wrong for damn sure. I would love that shit.
Look, Rebel, I would love that. Rebel, you know what I mean, bro. You know what I mean. We've had suck ass fucking players, and then we love them, and they suck.
I guarantee this. I will fucking like. I don't know. I'll eat the fucking hottest chip or whatever, and I don't even like that type of shit. But if I'm wrong or anything like that, I'll be glad to eat it and say I'm wrong. I'll fucking eat like fucking 5 of them motherfuckers.
Put in writing. One of the mods put that in writing that Gabe said, what is it, March 14th, 2025, that Gabe was the hottest chip in the world. We have to change his mind. I ain't gonna do no.
I'm just saying, like, because I would love to be wrong. That's what I'm saying. I would love to be wrong on this shit. I would love it. Dog. Like fucking, I would fucking with
That's what I want to
fucking.
see right there, Jay.
I'll even
I
eat
want
that
to
shit
see. I
happy
want
too. I'll even eat that shit happy with fucking, with a smile on my face because I know I was wrong for a right reason.
but Rebel, you know what I mean, bro. You know that it's you can't get stuck on players, bro. You can't. And I've been a Raider fan a long time, and there been greats. I've seen the greats, and I've seen the suck ass players that we started loving. We weren't like that. We didn't used to be like that. I've never been like that.
It's all
Or
like
I can
they
say a
say.
player, I could say a player's dope. I could say a player's badass, and you got generational talent. Like Max Crosby is a guy that he's a Raider, but I don't put it at that level. I don't put the shield like a level. The players got to come with it. I know that. I'm a coach, dude. I know that. Your character, the way you are a team, is just not Raider. It's the players too. I understand that. But when you have suck ass players for decades and you ain't winning, it's players. It's not the Raiders. It's not the Raiders because you're foreign something. It's because of the players. And I'm blaming them. They're all Raiders. They all can be. They all will be, but not for life. Get rid of those dudes. Morig, once a Raider, always a Raider. That's our problem. There's too many once a Raider, always a Raiders, and they're not quality dudes. We don't have that quality.
Yep.
Marcus Ebb taking you guys to the nation didn't want. They taking all the guys with the. I like Ebbs, bro. I wanted Ebbs to sign, but let him go. He's not up to speed. He's not really a big guy. Like I guess that's the that's the thing that Pete wants to do is get bigger guys. I agree with it, but it's just getting worse, bro. You're letting guys go. Uh, Gabe, I'm way past
Mm-hmm.
my time to get back to work, man. But I want to thank you for being here again with me, man. Getting this
Yep.
knowledge. I think this was a great show, bro. I think it was a great show. We had almost 80 people up in here, man. 70 some people have been here, and then they were arguing with us. Some were agreeing with us. I think we switched a couple of people. That's cool, but hey, this ain't negative. We're not banging on the Raiders. We just want them to get better, and
Yep.
then we have. We know how you guys are thinking for dealing with our bullshit, but hey, you keep it coming on the Coach Gravy Show. I'll let you know. I don't do shows on the weekend because everybody does, and sometimes I get on shows, but I don't know what the schedule is, but Raider Nation Live will be on Sunday, I believe 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Times may vary, but me, the other host over here, Raider Gabe 420. Check him out on his own show. I'm Coach Gravy, and we got What Up Low. Yes, we're all Raider Nation Live, and we'll be on Sunday. Something pops up, maybe do a wake and bake or something. Gabe will schedule it, and we'll see what's going on. If something pops up, maybe Coach Gravy will have a show, but all of us will be included. But all in all, you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Have a great weekend and be safe.
Yeah.
Go
Hell yeah,
Raiders.
man. Raiders. Always Raiders, man.
Always.
You know it.